Welcome to Full Count Rhythm Baseball on the Full Count Broadcast Network. Presented by Full Count Ministries and Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. Now let's head into the ballpark for tonight's game.
Good evening. Tim Reese at Drakes Creek, field number 3 for tonight's Ohio Valley League action between the Full Count Rhythm and the Paducah Chiefs. 3 versus 4 tonight in the OVL, 6-team league. Winding down the season, we're in the final week, and everybody playing tonight. Henderson is at Fulton tonight. They have not locked up first place completely, but it's a 2-team race now down to Henderson and Hoptown. Henderson with a 3-game lead in the win column, 24-9. Hoptown 21-9. They played 3 less games. Full Count 17-14, locked into 3rd place. And I guess there's a chance if Hoptown loses all 5 remaining games and Full Count wins the next 5. Full Count could slip into that 2nd place spot, which would be nice. You get a bye in the first round of the playoffs. Full Count is 5 games up on the Paducah Chiefs in the win column, 17-14, and Paducah comes in with a 12-16 record. Paducah lost last night to the Madisonville Miners at Paducah. Full Count, of course, lost to the Henderson Flash 12-2, and only the 2nd Mercy Rule loss of the year and ever in the Ohio Valley League for Full Count. 12-2 drubbing as Henderson took advantage of 11 walks by Rhythm pitchers to go along with their 10 hits to defeat Full Count in 8 innings, 12-2. Tonight, the ace is on the mound. Ryan Sweeney, the 3rd-year Rhythm player, rising senior at Trevecca Nazarene University. He's a local product from Franklin, Tennessee Centennial High School. And he will try to get Full Count back in the winning ways against the Chiefs. The only game they've won in 5 games thus far was the very first game they played right here at DC3. It was a 2-1 victory. That was a walk-off, I believe, sac fly by Charlie Bozeman victory, and have lost the last 4 games, 3 of those at Paducah, 1 here at home. And Full Count will try to get the victory tonight here at a very hot and steamy Hendersonville, Tennessee. Let's take a break, and we'll come back with the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineups.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
And now the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineups, thanks to Todd and Linda Hunley, the owner-operators of Chick-fil-A of Rivergate, the title sponsor for the Full Count Rhythm for year number 3. Todd Hunley, also part of the ministry board. He's a director on the ministry, and I know the powers that be for Full Count ministry, the staff, very appreciative of his advice and his counsel, a 25-year owner of Chick-fil-A up in Rivergate. For the Chiefs, coached by Scott Tucker, his pitching coach is Kent Wallace, assisted by Scott Matlock and Jay Smith. Chiefs come in with a record of 12-16, good for 4th place, and they probably don't have a shot of moving out of that spot, so they will play either Fulton or Madisonville, who are currently tied with a 10-23 record. So whoever ends in 6th place will probably be Full Count's opponent in the 3-game first-round playoff starting next Monday. Javon Andrews is going to lead off. He's going to play center field. Batting second is Maddox Cope playing second base. Brett Haas is at the DH spot hitting third. Cleanup hitter, first baseman Trey Dooley. Brendan Mira is at third base batting fifth. Joe Derrick behind the plate is the 6-hole hitter. Jack Robinson out in right field bats seventh. Left fielder Carson Reed hits eighth, and batting ninth, playing shortstop Jackson Supsky. And on the mound, right-hander Johnny Bingham, the second-year Paducah Chief, finished his freshman year at Eastern Kentucky. He's from Eddyville, Kentucky, 6'3", 175-pound right-hander. And for the Rhythm, leading off, Kaysen Hill in a little bit of a change. He's going to lead off. He's batted ninth. He's been hitting third in the lineup, and Rylan Moses gives way to Hill on the leadoff spot. Kaysen will play second base. Rylan will be right behind him. Batting second, playing center field. Hudson Separulo in the DH spot tonight hits third. Edward McLeod is at first base, batting cleanup. Barrett Brown behind the plate. Bats fifth. Tate Dickinson will hit sixth, play right field. Jay Fuller in left field, batting seventh. Cam Suggs at third base, batting eighth. And Landon Rogers will bat ninth and play shortstop. And Ryan Sweeney, the right-hander, will be on the mound. It will be his eighth appearance of the year. It's his fifth start. He has 23 innings pitched so far this year. He's given up 22 hits, 10 runs, but only 4 of those are earned, giving him an ERA of 1.57, which is tops on the club and second among qualifiers in the Ohio Valley League. The only pitcher who has a lower ERA is Kaysen Mitchell for the Paducah Chiefs. And Mitchell, let's see, his ERA is below .06 now, 0.57 with his 1 2/3 innings from last night. Sweeney has struck out 38. He's tied for the team lead with Parker Davis, a fellow Trevecca Trojan, with 38 strikeouts, and that puts him, I believe, tied for third in the league. Mason Bratcher with Henderson has 45 strikeouts in 26 innings. And Dobbins with Fulton has 40 strikeouts. Of course, the Rhythm are coached by Josh Carmen. You see him out at the home plate meeting with our arbiters today. He's assisted by pitching coach Jimmy Gamboa, Jonas Smithson, and Nick Krupp. Nick Krupp also an assistant general manager. He basically is the do-dat guy. Hey, Nick, I need you to do that. Do this and do that. And he's done a great job in every role he's set his mind to. He is the first base coach during the game, and before the game, he's the ops guy getting everything ready for home games. He pitches batting practice, home and away. He's a rising senior at Trevecca as well. Nick is a former Davidson Academy Bear. He's from right here in Hendersonville. A huge sports fan. Nick Krupp. Brad Swope is our trainer. I saw him in the house. He's finished Vol State's first year as the head trainer there. It's his second stint there. He was back there in the mid-90s. He's from Gallatin, Tennessee. As the Paducah Chiefs will be wearing their all-road grays and the Rhythm wearing their home whites, tops and bottoms. Extended home plate meeting here tonight. Nothing extraordinary going tonight except Brewster's ice cream truck is here. Larry Gore, as Ken Stiegel, our official scorer, thank you, I don't need it, Ken, is bringing treats up. He brought a couple of waters, and he's got a cup of ice cream. So mint chocolate chip on top of what? What do you got? Mint chocolate chip on top of what? Or is it both? Okay. It looks like 2 scoops there. I mean, Larry give you the Tim Reese special? All right. Well, good for Larry. Maybe might be listening down there in the Brewster's ice cream food truck. Appreciate the folks over at Brewster's. They've been a solid sponsor all year long. Trying to find where I need to have this in alphabetical order. Nicole Federchek is the contact for Brewster's Ice Cream, located in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Of course, the flag is flying at half staff tonight at the out in center field in honor of Senator Lindsey Graham, who passed away this week. Full Count Ministry Board President Brandon Jaggers is here. Thinks it's Dog in the Park night. Brought his chocolate lab with him. He's the president. He can do whatever he wants. The first question asked on our chat, who's the umpire crew? Well, we don't have John Higdon. That's who we don't have. Paul Johnson's behind the plate. Tanner Allison on first base, and Luis Maldonado is at third. It is invocation and national anthem time, so we'll take a break and be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Feeling tight, stiff, and not quite yourself? Then it might be time to go see the professionals at Absolute Wellness. Located at 101 Tennessee Way, Suite 100 here in Hendersonville, Absolute Wellness can get you back on track with their numerous services like chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, spinal decompression. Call Absolute Wellness at 615-264-8515 today to get in on some great offers. That's Absolute Wellness. Your road to absolute wellness starts here. We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network. And Chris Freeman says, play ball. Ryan Sweeney on the mound for the Rhythm. One of the pitchers of the year a year ago in the Ohio Valley League. Former Paducah Chief Hayden Alexander was the Gordon Guess Award recipient. He's on their roster but has not pitched this year. Hayden DeFrance, their broadcaster, is telling me that Hayden Alexander pitched for Wabash Valley College in the JUCO College World Series this past June, is going to Western Kentucky next year. And so his coaches did not want him pitching this summer, apparently. So the Chiefs do not have his services. Ryan Sweeney, one of four other pitchers that were honored as pitchers of the year. Full Count had three other players. Of course, John Paul Head won the Cub Stokes Award as the top offensive player and most valuable player. He led the Ohio Valley League in batting average, home runs, and RBIs. Trace Simmons, who transferred from LMU to Pellissippi State this past year and is now heading to Kennesaw State, was also nominated as one of the two catchers for the All-Ohio Valley League team last year. Jake Merrick, a UAB Blazer and a teammate with John Paul Head,
also nominated as an infielder for Full Count. He had a fantastic year last year, did not get much action with UAB this past year. John Paul Head was one of the national leaders in home runs in NC2A Division I. Ryan Sweeney, 5'11", 180-pound, rising senior. He is the son of Ed and Julie Sweeney. He's the brother of Bryson and brother-in-law to Madison, soon to be uncle. He's got a Mimi in Franklin. He's got a Nana in College Grove, Tennessee, staying in the host home of his buddy Jonas Smithson, his parents John and Amy. Ryan pitched an inning against Fulton a couple of nights ago. That was Saturday night. And 3 up, 3 down. Going to see if he's going to try the sidearm fastball tonight. Tried that once the other night, and it did not go well for him. It bounced off the wooden backboard. There's a slider that bounces up there. Ryan, I guarantee, is out there thinking he's going to go 7 innings, and he is a bulldog on the mound. Great teammate, great guy to be around, very positive thinker, and he's a perfectionist. He wants to strike everybody out or retire everybody. Thinks he's got a no-hitter going when he goes out on the mound starting a game. So your job as a catcher is probably to calm him down sometimes. Barrett Brown's an incoming freshman to Bellarmine, so he is a good bit younger. Actually, Ryan's as old as Barrett's brother Zane, who is a pitcher for the Full Count Rhythm. So he's used to being around a guy who's 4 years older than him. So we'll see how Sweeney and Brown work together here tonight. Javon Andrews will lead off for the Paducah Chiefs. Something happened. We're getting started late. It's the first time that's ever happened. First pitch is grounded too short. Landon Rogers will glove and throw over to Edward McLeod. I didn't even get over to my zoomed camera angle yet. So 6-3 is how we start at the crack of 7:07. Let's check that temperature out there. 88 degrees. Let's see if it still feels over 100. 97 is the feels like. Brought to you by Safeware Incorporated. Maddox Cope. We'll see the next pitch go to the backstop for ball 1. Cope will be followed by Haas. Ground ball up the middle. Rogers dives but can't get that one. Cope had 3 hits in yesterday's game, I believe, and he gets a base hit here in the top of the first to get the Chiefs rally started. Now Brett Haas, the DH, steps to the plate. Haas is from Paducah. Slider in there for a called strike. Attends Northeast Mississippi Community College, 6'2", 205-pound infielder is the DH tonight. Cope leads, does not go, and a swing and a miss. Haas hitting .304, playing in his 28th game of the year. So when he comes set, he is eyeballing Cope at first, who does not go, and the pitch is popped up. That'll get out of play over toward field number 4. AAA Autoglass foul ball. Count remains 0-2. Plenty of kids in the park today. There's a young girls softball game going on, and base umpire Luis Maldonado has called time. Not sure, maybe something on the baseball. Ryan's trying to wipe it off. Young guy in a blue shirt, green Crocs, has the baseball. Started toward the merch pavilion and then came back to the stands. Now he's headed to the right spot. Swing and a miss, a Corson. Fire and security strikeout. Actually a foul tip into the mitt that Brown was able to hang on to. And 2 out. Brings up Trey Dooley, the first baseman. Dooley was at Rice University. His hometown is Camden, Tennessee. He is transferring to Southern Illinois up in Carbondale. First pitch down low. There you go, Ava. There's something we don't see very often right in front of the press box. Squirrel. Ken, keep your eyes on the game. Squirrel. Squirrel. Who's got ADHD here? Squirrel. Cope leads off first. Let's see if he's on the move. Swing and a miss. Let's get that count on the score bug. As you can tell, the director, Susan Reese, is not here tonight. She is wrangling a granddaughter. Sloan Snapka is still up in the area. Tapper down to third base. That's fair. Gloved by Suggs. He tries to go to second base, but that was his only play. That'll be an infield single for Dooley. Nice job by Cam Suggs just to get a glove on that one.
Third baseman, number 22.
Puts runners at first and second. 2 out. Brendan Mira, the third baseman, steps in. First left-handed hitter in the Paducah Chiefs lineup. Mira, a new add from Paducah Tillman High School. Incoming freshman to Rend Lake. First pitch misses low and away. Helen Brown watching from Madisonville, Kentucky. The home of Brian Brown. It's where he grew up. The father of Zane and Barrett. Swing and a miss. I think it was last year or 2 years ago. I was up there broadcasting a game, and all of a sudden Brian and his dad just walking around saw that there was a game going to start and came to the stadium, swinging another miss. And I said, "Hey, Brian Brown, what are you doing here?" He said, "I live here, or at least I'm from here." He lives in Cottontown, but he was up there visiting family, and before he headed home, he thought he'd go by and see the stadium there. Edward Kelly. Swing and a miss, and Sweeney gets out of it with a Corson fire and security strikeout to end the inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 runners left aboard. A couple of strikeouts in the inning to go along with a couple of singles. But no score as we will head to the bottom of the first. If you want to join the show like Helen or Jonathan Hingdon, send a YouTube chat in, or you can get in on the email at treesports@gmail.com. Coming back for the bottom of the first, the boys will get the first crack with the old Hickory steel press bats.
To Full Count Rhythm Baseball with my grandpa, Tim Reese, on the Full Count Sports Network.
Elmer Kelly Stadium. That's right. It's his long-lost cousin, Edward, didn't get a stadium named after him. That's what it was. Edward and Elmer I'm telling you, those two guys right there, you just never knew what was going to be happening when they showed up. But Elmer got a stadium named after him. Thank you to Ms. Hockby on YouTube. Thank you for straightening me out. Lord knows I need that. Cason Hill, Ryland Moses, Hudson Separulo to face the hard-throwing right-hander. The brother of Gunnar Bingham, former Paducah Chief. Remember, I want to say Gunnar probably played in 2021, the first year that Full Count got into the league. It seemed like he was on the Chiefs for 7 years. Played at Murray State, I want to say, last. I'm not sure, or at least at some point in time. Cason Hill stands in, the Sanford Bulldog. Looks at the first pitch. It's on the outside corner for a called strike. Had a tough night last night. Struck out 3 times. Did pick up a hit. I think he's got a mild 3-game hitting streak. Hitting .349 in the season, playing in his 27th game as Bingham sails that one high. Had a great year. He leads the club in home runs, RBIs, games played, runs scored, stolen bases. So that's a pretty good summer for a good club like Full Count Rhythm. Low and away for ball 2. Getting on base, .427 average. That's in the top 3. Man on deck, Ryland Moses leads the club in that category. That's well hit out to right center field. That might be out of here. It will leave the yard over the Volunteer Bank sign. Cason Hill, a Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. Home run is 7th of the year. Who had a yard card there? I'm going to say nobody did. Not in the first inning. Who thought Cason Hill was going to come in here and hit 7 home runs for the Rhythm? He likes going to right center field, too. He apparently is the John Paul Head of Full Count this year. How many John Paul have last year? I think he had double figures. That's well hit out to right center field, and that'll get down in front of Javon Andrews. Ryland Moses doesn't waste any time, and he singles on the next pitch. He sees after Hill drove it out of the park. Moses picks up his 32nd hit of the game or the year. Gabe Jenkins leads in that category, and he is not in the lineup tonight. Back-to-back hits brought to you by Twin Oaks Storage, thanks to Eddie Smith, the father of Jack Smith, and their sponsorship of Full Count Rhythm Baseball. Hudson Separulo stands in. Tall, imposing figure on that left side, and he swings at the first pitch. Grounds it right back to Bingham, who couldn't get a handle on it, and overthrows the first baseman. Jonah Smith's in with the wave, but he holds Moses up at third base. Good call right there as ball got back in. And we got an error on the pitcher. That puts runners at second and third. Separulo hit a ground ball. It looked like it was a possible double play ball. Almost looked like it was too easy for Bingham. Now Edward McLeod stands in. He's the first baseman. He sees a slider go high. Rhythm trying to put a crooked number on the board here in the bottom of the first with those Old Hickory steel press bats. Thanks to Chad Lamberth and the folks at Old Hickory Bats, located up in Millersville. Had a pitch to hit there and pops it down the right field line. Will it stay in the field of play? And the catch, it did stay in, but catch not made by Jack Robinson, the right fielder, but he almost got there. Look at a little sleigh dog right there. Sladen Moses, our ball boy, bat boy tonight, was on the road at Henderson yesterday. He is our last successful yard card prognosticator. He predicted Kaysen Hill's home run. I can't remember if it was his 5th home run or a 6th home run up at Fulton, but had to use the honor system there. He said he called it. 2 balls and a strike. I didn't see his call beforehand on the YouTube chat, but he's only 10. I mean, could he have learned to lie already? Not in the Moses household, not Devery and Kimberly. They're not going to allow that. Swing and a miss on an inside slider. McLeod looking to drive in some runs here. He's got a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Edward playing his 17th game of the year, hitting .293. 3 doubles. He's got a triple. No home runs, 9 RBIs. Get one out of here, Edward. Oh, swung at a pitch out of the zone there, and he's down on strikes. That's the first out of the inning. Bingham strikes out a lot. He's at over 2 an inning. And I understand he's got part of a game under his belt that's in a rain delay, and I think that's going to get finished tomorrow maybe. And I understand he'd given up a couple of home runs in that, so that's not showing on his resume yet, on his stat line. It's Barrett Brown, the switch hitting catcher, fouls the first pitch off. Tate Dickinson will give Sladen a break there. Apparently Sladen taking a powder over there. Folks still showing up here at Drakes Creek Field number 3. That ball's out to right center field. Javon Andrews comes over to catch it. Tagging is Moses, and he will come in to score. Run number 2 on the sac fly. And it's 2-0. Separillo stays at second base as Tate Dickinson stands in. Tate playing in game number 19, hitting .241, the LSU Eunice Bengal, playing right field today, right-handed hitter. Facing the right-hander, Johnny Bingham. Slider misses outside. On deck, Jay Fuller hoping to get an at-bat here in the first. Dickinson 3 doubles, 7 RBIs. Looks at a ball apparently down. Paul Johnson, our home plate umpire. Tanner Allison over at first. Luis Maldonado currently in the middle of the diamond. Handles that area at times. Also the third base line. Swing and a miss. Kaysen Hill with a leadoff home run, his 7th of the year, tied now with, who is that? It is Tyler Reinhardt, I believe. With the flash. Dickinson swings at another pitch out of the strike zone. Tyler Reinhardt hit his 7th home run on Sunday night. They played a makeup game that was supposed to be played Saturday night. He did not hit a home run in last night's game against the Rhythm. So he and Kaysen Hill, his time is called. A timer violation and a ball on Tate Dickinson makes the count full. Full Count Ministries full count, our first of the game. Question is Julie Sweeney here in attendance watching her son Ryan pitch, or is she at home watching on the big screen? She is the giver of our Full Count Ministries versus Full Count pitch. It's fouled off and kicks into the Paducah Chiefs dugout. Two outs, Separulo on at second base, 2 runs in. Rhythm trying not to leave runners in scoring position. Dickinson swings and misses just underneath the fastball and is a strikeout victim. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Bingham, right on his average. 2 runs in the inning. One of those was unearned on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left aboard. 2-0 as we go to the top of the second inning.
Corson Fire and Security first opened for business in 1946. From the very beginning, we understood something important. We're not just protecting buildings. We're protecting the dreams that built them. We're protecting the lives unfolding inside them. Fire extinguishers, sprinkler systems, and security products are the tools of our trade, but people are the inspiration behind it. For 7 decades, we've never forgotten that. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Henderson Flash taking on the Fulton Railroaders in Fulton, Kentucky tonight. Flash scored 3 in the first, 4 in the second. Fulton trying to come back has scored 2 in the bottom of the second and currently has the bases loaded with 1 out, at least according to Game Changer. There is 1 home run in that game for Henderson, but it's not Tyler Reinhardt. It's Gunnar Waldrop, who hit his, I think that's his 6th. And right now he is the odds-on favorite to be the Offensive Player of the Year, Gunnar Waldrop, for the Flash. He's in amongst the leaders in hits, games played, runs scored, doubles, RBIs, and home runs. And he's also the league leader currently in stolen bases. And he's also high up in batting average. Ryan Sweeney with a 2-run lead delivers a strike to Joe Derrick to lead off the top of the second. Might have been the top of the zone right there. Right-handed hitting Derrick, and there is a plunking. Tried to go in a little bit too far, and Derrick heads on down to first base. 5th plunking of the year by Sweeney. Does not lead the team. Ava, who do you think leads the club in hit batters by our pitchers? Do you need a 50-50 or phone a friend? I don't think you know. I think you don't have a clue. Throw over to first. Sweeney wants to pick off the guy he just put on. Ava Dorn is our clock operator here tonight, as she has been for most nights that the Rhythm have played at home. Got our regular crew other than the director, Susan Reese. She is Noah Stockey. She is at the Casa. Ava's mulling over her answer. Slider catches that outside corner. I wouldn't think, whoops, not a ball. All right, Jackson Goddard or Luke Vierkant I'm giving you 4 names. You pick the one. Jackson Goddard, Luke Vierkant, Jack Smith, or Jack Cowan. Throw over. You're going to go with Luke Vierkant? And Ken Stegall goes Jack Smith. Chris Freeman, you got a guess? Vierkant, 1-2 strike pitch to Jack Robinson. Swing and a miss and a Corson. Fire and security strikeout. Here comes Sladen. 3rd strikeout for Ryan Sweeney. And the first out here in the 2nd. Luke Vierkant has 4 hit batsmen. Jackson Goddard has 4 hit batsmen. Jack Smith has 3 hits batsmen. Jack Cowan, 8. Strike called to Carson Reed right there as he tilts his head back in disbelief. You thought you knew me, Ken. You thought you knew me. The inflection. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Carson Reed's mom, I believe, chimed in last time that we played here. No, it wasn't. It was Casey Lowe's, the catcher for Madisonville. Paducah Chiefs fans, they're going to listen to Aiden DeFrancis. That ball gets by Barrett Brown. It's pretty far inside. It nearly hit Reed, I thought. Ball 1, so a wild pitch moves Derek down to 2nd. So the chance of a conventional double play ball goes by the wayside. Reed, little flare out to right field, and Dickinson will come over tagging. And the throw is in time. The tag applied, and there's a fly out, throw him out, double play. Not conventional by any stretch, but a 9-3 double play, just what the doctor ordered, a doodad. Double play to end the inning. Fly out by Reed, and Joe Derrick got greedy. 9-5 for out number 3. Sweeney faces the minimum. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. He did hit a batter, but taken out by a good throw by Tate Dickinson. As we will head to the bottom of the 2nd. You're watching and listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
All right, we're continuing our prognostication. We play yard card game here, but I'm expanding. I've had double play cards, walk cards, even had a triple play card that I've played a couple times. But here we're making predictions on how many runs Full Count's going to score in this inning. Ava Dorn is down for 3 runs this inning. She's a positive thinker. Ken Stegall, he's got 2. I got 4 or more. I'm going 4 or more. I won't tell you what the negative thinking public address announcer Chris Freeman says. Jay Fuller at the plate looks at a called strike. Just feeling a big inning right here. Jay has made the commitment, and he has given me the go-ahead to announce it to the world in the portal, and he is transferring to Southern University from the University of Alabama, Birmingham. So congratulations to Jay Fuller. Goes from D1 to D1, hoping to get some PT at Southern University. Redshirted this past year as a Blazer. Hit his second home run the other night here. He's got 10 RBIs. Playing in game number 17, a left-handed hitter facing Bingham. And he is down on strikes there. The third strikeout for Bingham, wearing the number 99.
Third baseman, number 5, Cam Suggs.
Cam Suggs at the plate. He's got a bunch of folks that are here watching. Saw his uncle Ben and Lori, his uncle and aunt, and his cousins Titus and Revan. So he fouls the first pitch he sees off. They live in Greenbrier. They, like the Cam and Jessica Suggs family, also in the home building business. Ben the Builder, what's the name of his business? I've seen his truck. It's exactly what it says, Ben the Builder, on the side of it. Of course, Cam and Jessica, the parents of Cam Suggs, they own ACS Home Builders. They're a supporter of our middle of the fifth history that we do. So glad to have the Suggs clan here tonight. Cam hitting .234, playing in his 19th game. Swing and a miss there. Got in for defense yesterday when Barrett Brown moved from second base to behind the plate. Cam came in, took third place, and Case and Hill moved over to second base. There won't be a test on that. Slider misses low and away. Stopped by Joe Derrick. Most of what Johnny Bingham throws is hard. He throws a hard fastball and he throws a hard slider. Sun mostly down over the horizon in the right field. Suggs pretty lucky right there. That pitch, I think, is being called a strike tonight. He's got a full count. Ministries full count. On deck, Landon Rogers. Cam, 11 RBIs. He's got 10 walks. Carson Reed's playing left field tonight. Javon Andrews in center. Jack Robinson's the right fielder. And a time violation has been called, and Cam Suggs is going to go on down to first base on a walk. That's what I didn't understand. I thought the clock stopped once you step off, but
The shortstop, number 7, Landon Rogers.
apparently that doesn't. I don't know. But I don't think it was a second disengagement, because I think a second disengagement would have been an automatic ball. Yeah, right. But he pointed to his watch. Luis Maldonado did. Landon Rogers, number 9 hole hitter, stands in. There's a pitch that gets away from the catcher. He's going to throw on down to second. And a wild pitch is going to move Suggs from first to second. Derek just grabbed that ball and wheeled him through. He didn't even look. Said, there's 2 guys down there. Somebody will catch it. Rogers playing his 15th game. Every game he's played right here at DC3. Pops this one up back this way. Oh, that got something. AAA Autoglass foul ball. Rogers hitting .240. Got a dozen hits. They're all singles. 6 RBIs. I think he hit 4 long balls for Trevecca. Who's got a yard card for Landon Rogers right here? Could he get one out of here? That fastball in the left-handed batter's box called a strike. Johnny, no reason to throw the ball over the plate if you're going to get that call, baby. That's 3 balls off the plate. And I don't even think Derek was trying to frame it. Why? Why throw it there? 2-2 count. Lead off strikeout and then a walk. And Rogers now with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Back to the top of the lineup, Case and Hill is in the on-deck area. Quiet here at the old ball yard. Feel like they're at a tennis match. Slow breaking pitch. Again, in the left-handed batter's box for a called strike 3.
Now batting, second baseman, number 23, Case Hill.
I'm okay with the river, but when you start getting off that white line in the opposite batter's box, that's too much. There's much, and then there's too much. Case and Hill drove his 7th home run out of here to right center field, leading off the bottom of the first. That pitch not called a strike because it was down. I'm not even hearing softball cheering going on. Are they done playing? Slider out, catches that outside corner. Hill's from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Went to Middle Tennessee Christian High School. Brad Hill's his dad in College Grove. Ashley Buggs, his mom, in Murfreesboro. 5'11", 180-pound rising sophomore at Samford down in Birmingham. Pippa and Winnie, Ellie and Paisley, his sisters. Pop and Moo Moo are in Santa Fe, Tennessee. Some people call it Santa Fe. He said it's Santa Fe. A couple of Vol State basketball players from there. They say it's Santa Fe. Papa, Terry, and Nana are from Murfreesboro. That's how you say that. 3-1. Winks at the outside corner. Well, a Full Count Ministries full count with 2 outs, 1 on. Right now, looking like Chris Freeman is the prognostication winner here, but Hill pops one out of here. He has 2 home runs in 1 game. That happened at Fulton when the Rhythm hit 5. Swing and a miss, and that will end the inning as Bingham strikes out the side. Inning number 2 winner, Chris Freeman, but he didn't want to be. We'll head to the third. 2-0, Full Count leads.
At the Hendersonville Firefighters Association, IAFF Local 3460, we believe our mission goes beyond the firehouse. It's about serving people, strengthening our community, and sharing hope. That's why we're proud to support Full Count Ministries and their dedication to developing athletes, building character, and spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ. Whether on the field or in the community, we stand united in sharing the good news and making a lasting impact. Hendersonville Firefighters Association, Local 3460, proudly supporting Full Count Ministries. Go Rhythm!
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high-quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Tim Reese on the Full Count Broadcast Network. We're on YouTube only now. Got tired of getting kicked off of Facebook. Doug Rogers, I agree with you. I hope Rhino gets those calls. Jackson Supsky to lead off for the Paducah Chiefs, then back to the top of the lineup. Supsky, a Wabash Valley college player from Shepherdsville, Kentucky, playing shortstop tonight. A right-handed hitter. Fulton Railroaders scored 6 runs, I believe, on 2 hits and get back in the game against the Henderson Flash. Ball and a strike to Supsky. Two hits in that inning. That's crazy. That's a fastball right down the pipe. 1, 2, 2, 3 walks, 4 walks, a hit by pitch. I don't know if there were any errors in that inning or not, but it's a lot of runs to score on only 2 hits. All right, softballers are leaving the park. That's why we weren't hearing anything. That game was over. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ryan Sweeney in his 3rd inning. Off the end of the bat, that's a cue shot. Rhythm have only had 5 starters go 6 or more innings, and Ryan Sweeney's one of them. He went 6 innings in a loss at Hoptown. And he has plunked his second batter. I think Supsky was able to turn. That didn't hit him in the neck.
Center fielder, number 28, Javon Andrews.
Back to the top of the lineup. Javon Andrews swung at the first pitch that Sweeney delivered and grounded out to shortstop. Runs well. Looks at a called strike. 5'8", 180-pound sophomore Vincennes from Hobart, Indiana. Madisonville Miners are leading the Hoppers 5-4 and throw over. Supsky back in time. Sweeney has a really good move. Problem sometimes is the throw. Long pause and he delivers. It's drilled out the left field. Jay Fuller will play that on 2 hops. And the first 2 have reached here in the top of the 3rd. 3rd hit of the game for the Chiefs. And Maddox Cope, who picked up the first, steps in. Another right-handed hitter think there's only one lefty in the Chief lineup, Brendan Mira. That's how Southern people say Mira. Second, huge lead. Laid down a bunt. Barrett Brown's going to glove, and he's going to throw sidearm over to Kaysen Hill. Caught it and then put his foot on the base. Says Tanner Allison. That sacrifice is successful. Score that one 2-4 on the sac bunt for out number 1. See how many times Paducah has laid down successful sac bunts. Brett Haas looks at ball 1. Twelfth time now. That's off the end of the bat to Separillo. He's going to go to the play, or McLeod. Not Separillo. Separillo yesterday, and Edward McLeod. A little bit slow roller down there, and nice jump by Supsky as he comes in to score on the RBI fielder's choice by Haas. Javon Andrews goes over to third base. And the Chiefs on the board. 2-1 is the score. Good throw by McLeod. It just, ball not hit hard enough. He was playing in. And there's going to be the second run. That pitch hit the turf. Yeah, that hit the turf. So I got that as a wild pitch. Is that you're watching it? You see it? There you go. You see it again. You know, you're right. I thought it spiked. Ground ball, foul. It is a pass ball. I thought it went down. Fastball on the inside corner for a called strike. Trey Dooley had a infield single in the first inning. That may have been a cross-up. There's a pitch in the dirt. Stopped by Brown. It was on the outside corner. Almost could have been called a strike. The pitch was better than a couple of those that Landon Rogers looked at. So right now, an unearned run. Sweeney delivers. It's lined out to left field. Jay Fuller's not going to get that one. It's going to roll to the wall. That's going to score another run. And Paducah Chiefs had the wrong team in the wrong half inning. And the Chiefs have taken a 3-2 lead on the RBI double by Dooley.
Third baseman, number 22, Brendan Mira.
One runner, jury's still out on the second.
That pass ball, or that double right there, wouldn't have just scored both on that pass ball?
I'm not going to say that it did.
Okay. Mira, the left-handed hitter, looks at ball 1. Two in the first for the Rhythm, 3 in the top of the third for the Chiefs. Changeup misses downstairs. 2 hits in the inning, a sac bunt, and a fielder's choice. Be inning started with a hit by pitch, the second of the game. That's a sharply hit ground ball. Nice play by Cason Hill, down on his knees, and he throws over to McLeod for out number 2. Put a star by that one. On the play, Dooley moves to third. And that was a run-saving play by Cason Hill. Okay. All runs earned now in the inning. And Joe Derrick is at the plate. He hits one sharply, and that's down the third base line. That's going to score Dooley. Fuller gets to it quickly and gets it in, and Hill has to make a nice play on that throw. And 4-2.
Right fielder, number 34, Jack Robinson.
I didn't hear the question, Ava. No, we're not even close to that. Jack Robinson, the 8th batter to come to the plate here in the third. Swing and a miss. Ball pops out of Brown's glove. It's a long inning for Ryan Sweeney. He's probably not going to get to 6 innings even if he starts retiring batter after batter. He's at 45 pitches already, which is not an extreme amount in the third. Gets another swing and a miss by Robinson, who struck out in the second. Jackson Goddard was the first to go 6 innings. That was at Madisonville, the second game of the year, swinging a foul ball. The runner was off on the pitch. Derrick, the catcher, but he'll go back to first. Trevor's checked in on the YouTube chat. He says, come on, boys, let's go. Let's check to see if anybody's sent an email. There we go. Ed Sweeney says, Julie's at the ballpark. Pitch missed up or in. Ball 1. Derrick was not running on that pitch. There's a called strike on that outside corner at the letters for a Corson Fire and Security strikeout to end the inning. But in between, 4 runs, all earned on 3 hits.
In the top of the third, 4 runs.
No errors and 1 runner left on base. That was the inning I thought the Rhythm was going to get in the bottom of the second. Well, we'll go ahead and get it in the bottom of the third. Johnny Bingham back out on the mound for the Chiefs. We'll be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Safeware is there when response is critical, assisting in the classroom as you shape the future of America, helping you build roadways and infrastructure for tomorrow. With protective solutions, innovative technology, and leading technical services, Safeware works tirelessly to provide our nation's workforce with confidence in their safety. Before, during, and after, Safeware is there.
Thanks to Mike Harrell and the group over at Safeware for their sponsorship of Full Count Rhythm Baseball. Saw Logan Harrell, son of Mike and Ashley Harrell, yesterday at the Full Count headquarters. He's a now a former Trevecca Trojan that's heading to Kansas. Hard-throwing right-hander. Former full count rhythm player.
Number 10, Rylan Moses.
He caught a game, kind of an emergency basis, up at Paducah. And we had a couple of catchers hurt at the time, and so he said, or I think he came in after the game, or in the middle of the game, and ended up starting a game here at Drakes Creek and got hurt. He was out the rest of the year. It's like, okay, whose idea was that? Put Logan Harrell, one of our top pitchers, behind the plate. Well, it was probably Logan Harrell's. Very persuasive young man. Rylan Moses, his teammate at Trevecca, is at the plate looking at a 2-ball, no-strike count. Just saw Kaysen Hill come out. I think he might have skint his knee out there on that sliding play, getting a little love from Brad Swope, the trainer. Ground ball right back up the middle, and Rylan Moses starting to get hot. He had 3 hits in yesterday's game, and he's got 2 in his first 2 at-bats tonight.
Number 19, Hudson Separulo.
Yard card announced in the third. Ken Stegall. Oh, I thought, throwing his voice. This is how it's going to happen, Chris, right here. This. Chris Freeman says the Rhythm going to tie it up in this inning. Here's how they're going to do it. Hudson Separulo is going to hit his 5th home run. He's going to jerk it out of here to right field. Fastball at the letters on the outside corner. Trevor, your question is, in the playoffs start, if we're in 3rd place, we will host, 3rd or 4th place, we will host game 1 of the playoffs that are scheduled to start on Monday. Swing and a miss by Sepp. Down in the count 0-2. Hudson, the son of Tommy Separulo in Jackson and married Kate Separulo in Paris. Chopper fouls. He fights that one off. It wasn't foul by much. Started out more fouler than it ended up. I think that's it kept not getting foul. You kept getting fairer and fairer, but it stayed foul. That's that Belmont education right there. Sometimes I'm gooder than others. Separulo, 6'5", 240. Runner takes off. Pitch is in the dirt, but the throw not caught. Rylan Moses successful on his century steal of second base. Moses tried to steal yesterday, but was called out up at Henderson. If I went back and looked at all the attempted steals in Henderson, I'd say we're upside down on steal attempts at Henderson. We just don't get safe calls up there. That's a ground ball to second. That'll get the runner over. But it's not a yard card for Chris Freeman, and it's an out for Separulo. Moses moves to 3rd. Sepp now 0 for 2. He reached on a error by the pitcher. Hit a ground ball right back to Bingham, who had it, dropped it, picked it up, dropped it, kicked it, then threw it over the first baseman's head. Everybody was safe. And Edward McLeod, and there's that pitch in the left-handed batter's box showing up again. Joe Derrick set up over there. McLeod struck out swinging in the first. Right there. You just got to sit it there all day. That's actually closer. That's a regular strike in the OVL. It's these others that are like 2 balls even farther outside. I'm not down for that. Edwin McLeod looking at an 0-2 count. He gets a pitch to hit, and he lines it out to right center field. That's down for extra bases. McLeod rounds first. He is digging for two. A little Debbie double. And an RBI for Edward McLeod. Atta boy, Edward. Yard card by Trevor. Goes by the wayside, but an RBI double. RES Distributing, Little Debbie double. What's your favorite Little Debbie snack cake? Nutty Buddy. That's mine. Let's get that runner off a third and get him home. A one-out knock, 2 hits in the inning. Now Barrett Brown steps to the plate. He had a sacrifice fly in the first. Pitch a little bit high and outside, just a little bit. Brown is a switch hitter facing the right-hander. He's batting left-handed. Now 2-ball, no strike count. Barrett, 6 foot, 185 pound. He's an incoming freshman. So we're going to have a mound visit. He's from Cottontown, Tennessee. Been with the Rhythm all year long. Just graduated from White House High School. Criminal justice is what he wants to major in at Bellarmine up in Louisville. Son of Brian and Ashley Brown. He's the tweener. He's the middle child between Zane and Mora. He's got a grandy and a nan in Madisonville, Kentucky. Papa and a Mimi right here in Hendersonville. He's looking at a 2-ball, no strike count. Came in hitting .261, playing in his 16th game. 3 balls, no strikes. 4-3, Paducah leads. Rhythm with the tying run out at second base. Battle between the 3rd place and the 4th place team. Brown wondering, was that going to be a strike or, whoops, not a strike? We'll walk him. 1st and 2nd. Second walk of the game by Bingham. Brings up Tate Dickinson. He struck out to end the first. Got to meet his mom, Monique, last week, and his grandma, Ms. Gail Roussel, and a called strike. Outside corner, winked. At 6'2", 195-pound rising. Redshirt sophomore at LSU, Eunice from Belle Chase, Louisiana. Derek with a nice stop behind the plate on a pitch down. Business management major, son of Captain Patrick Dickinson and Monique Dickinson. He's got a sister, Rhea. She's a baller, volleyball player. Grumps and Nana are in Abita Springs, Louisiana. Papa Roo and the aforementioned grandma in Belle Chase. Staying in the host home with his LSU Eunice teammate, Ryder Blanchard, at Dave and Trish Lamarb. I saw the Lamarbs are here tonight. They are sports fans. They got a couple of boys of their own. I played some softball with her. I think it was Michael, one son, and I'm telling you, that kid could fly. I remember playing right over there in field number 1. Michael Lamarb running all over the field. Dickinson with a 3-ball, 1-strike count. Bingham with that very closed stance. Delivers. That's a ground ball to the right side. That's another sliding play. Maddox Cope with a nice play to keep that ball in and playable, and he throws Dickinson out for out number 2. Both runners move up and are in scoring position on the ground out. And Ava using her yard card here in the 3rd. She's saying Jay Fuller's going to hit his 3rd. Don't call him the Fuller brush, man. Jay just J period, for Jeremiah, the son of Isaiah and Key Fuller. She takes a home run cut and fouls it straight back. She's got sisters Zion and Shiloh. She's got a Poppy and a Nana in Bessemer, Alabama. Granddad and Grandma hang out in Oak Grove, Alabama. Staying in the host home of Damon and Tanya Walls. First year host home family. He's a firefighter. Jay Fuller looked at a called strike 3 to lead off the second. He didn't want to do that again. He was up there swinging to start with. Jay's got 2 big flies. One at Fulton at Low House Field, and one was here the other night. There's a pitch in the dirt. Not dirt. It's the brown carpet. Artificial turf infield here at Drakes Creek Field number 3, and a live and real grass in the outfield. Got to mow it, Ava. It doesn't mow itself, okay? Somebody's got to mow that. 2 balls and a strike. Trying to dodge rain here. Inside pitch to a right-handed batter. That's a strike. It was on that white line too. Another 3-ball, 1-strike count. Cam Suggs on deck. Rhythm have already scored 1, and we got a timer violation again. Good golly, that's ball 4. Oh, they called it on Jay Fuller. It's strike 2. Okay, I was going to say, what happened? He didn't get his eyes up in the 8th second. So we have a full count. Ministries full count to Fuller. You got to look at the pitcher. Within 8 seconds, he draws the walk. Bingham tried to throw the full count slider. Walks his 3rd batter, 2nd in the inning, and the bases are juiced for Cam Suggs. Who's got a yard card for Mr. Suggs? He's got 2 homers. We're going to have a mound visit. Is that Kent Wallace, the pitching coach? I'm going to say yes. I don't know. I'm going to go yes. Cam Suggs coming to the plate with bases loaded. 2 outs, and the Rhythm trail by a run. Only 1 grand slam been hit this year for full count. Ava, who hit the grand slam? This year, the only grand slam hit by full count this year. Jay Fuller did not hit the grand slam, but the first name does start with a J. He's not in the lineup tonight. Time up. Jackson Zeller. Inside pitch, as there is someone getting loose in the Chiefs bullpen now. Jonas Smithson coaching down at 3rd. Nick Krupp at 1st. Suggs takes a pitch in there for a called strike. Cam walked in the 2nd inning, but was stranded at 2nd. Son of Cam and Jessica Suggs. Hits a ground ball to short. Supsky gloves and throws over to Dooley to retire Suggs for out number 3. Rhythm scored 1 on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 runners were left on base. Chris Freeman close to prognosticating a tie ball game, but Rhythm come 1 run short. It's 4-3 after 3. Take a break and be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
this is Lucy. You're listening to Full Count Rhythm Baseball with my compound Sammy's on Full Count Sports Network.
Cute as a button, little Lucy Drew. She was over at the house visiting her cousin, Sloan Snapka, along with her brother, Eli Reese. Came over and went swimming down at the neighbor's pool. It's always nice to have a neighbor with a pool, thanks to the Bumpuses, Terry and Linda, who live behind us. Appreciate their offer. They're kind folks. 3 daughters, all 3 daughters went to Goodpasture, state champs. Ryan Sweeney back out on the mound, 49 pitches thrown in the first 3 innings. Johnny Bingham, 70 pitches in 3 innings. I'm going to guess he's not coming out for the 4th. Carson Reed, Jackson Supsky, and the top of the order, Javon Andrews, to face Sweeney here in the 4th. Carson Reed, another Vincennes trailblazer from Mayfield, Kentucky. 5'10", 170-pound freshman. Reed delivers, or Sweeney delivers to Reed, and he gets the call. Carson Reed flew into an inning-ending double play. Again. Nope, this time not called a strike. Swing and a miss. Reed, also a catcher, is playing outfield tonight. So when he tried to step on one there and apparently landed in the wrong area. He went to a Major League Baseball tryout down in, I think, Myrtle Beach. Can't remember now who it was that ran the tryout. Throws in the low 90s and gets that slider foul tipped into the mitt, and a Corson fire and security strikeout, his 5th of the game. He'll throw that slider cutter at any count. He does not have any qualms about throwing that pitch. Let's get that Corson strikeout up there. So that's now 43. He's 2 away from the OVL leader, Mason Bratcher. I assume it's not Bratcher pitching in that game at Fulton. Let's check on that game. Flash now 8-7 over Fulton. Hoptown and Madisonville tied 5-5. Lots of runs being scored around the Ohio Valley League tonight. We're the pitchers duel, and we've got 7 runs in 3 innings. Called strike. 15 at Fulton, which is, you're going to see more runs scored at Fulton with that short right field fence. Rhythm hit 5 home runs the other night up there. Slider in there for a called strike, which is only the 2nd time in Rhythm history that they've hit 5 home runs in a game. The first time they had 2 players in one game hit multiple home runs. Swing and a miss, and another Corson strikeout. Ryan Sweeney feeling comfortable now. He struck out the last 3 Chiefs that he's faced. And back to the top of the lineup, Javon Andrews, who's 1 for 2. So 4 times the Rhythm have had multi-home runs by a player in a game this year. Charlie Bozeman hit 2 at Henderson. Jackson Zeller 2 at Fulton. And Kaysen Hill and Joel Chandler the second, 2 at Fulton again. Question is, has it ever happened here at Drakes Creek Park? Maybe we'll answer that in the middle of the 5th, because I know you want to know now. It's information you only get right here. We'll have that during the ACS Home Builders. Time between the top and the bottom of the 5th. Ball and a strike. Swing and a miss by Andrews. He was not committed to that swing. He thought that pitch was going to come a little bit different place. Cancun Lagoon has a truck here tonight, along with Brewster's Real Ice Cream. Scooped into the cup by Larry Gore. Sweeney one step toward the dugout, thought he had strike 3 call there. That's off the end of the bat and out of play. AAA Autoglass foul ball. Don't think my crowd mic's working. I can't hear anything out there. Nothing. There is a crowd here. There are people here. 2-2 is spiked down in the turf. Full Count Ministries, full count. Crickets. Andrews 1 for 2. Fouls another one out of play toward field number 4. Not even close to where Johnny Cash was buried. That's a reference to my former play-by-play man, Zach Williams, who used to talk about where White House was or where Johnny Cash was buried in reference to where a foul ball went. Ball 4. Sweeney went with the off-speed pitch again. And the throw back from Barrett Brown. He catches barehanded. Jack Smith tuning in from the bullpen. Jax, what's your favorite Little Debbie snack cake? Maddox Cope at the plate. Swings, grounds one to short. Landon Rogers rounds it. And gloves in, a strong throw over to McLeod for the final out. Nice play by Landon Rogers to retire Cope.
In the top of the 4th, no runs, no hits, no errors.
Oh, they get a runner on, but can't do anything with him. Cope now 1 for 2. And the Rhythm will come to the plate in the bottom of the 4th, trailing by a run. You're watching and listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Corson Fire and Security first opened for business in 1946. From the very beginning, we understood something important. We're not just protecting buildings. We're protecting the dreams that built them. We're protecting the lives unfolding inside them. Fire extinguishers, sprinkler systems, and security products are the tools of our trade, but people are the inspiration behind it. For 7 decades, we've never forgotten that. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Head to the bottom of the fourth. 9-1-2 due up for the Rhythm. Landon Rogers struck out looking. A couple of pitches I didn't think were even close to the strike zone. I bet he's up there swinging away. What do you think, Doug? His dad listening in. He looks at that first breaking pitch that lands in there for a called strike. Rogers, a rising sophomore at Trevecca. He's a shortstop, 6'3", 170-pound, former Memphian. Parents now live in, I think he said Fairview. He went to Briarcrest Christian. Entrepreneurship is his major. Doug and Kelly Rogers, his parents. Devin's his brother. Facing Johnny Bingham. Got jammed on that one, and he is retired by his counterpart, shortstop Jackson Supsky. Got a guest in the press box. If you want to, Rev, go ahead and stick that. Yeah. English is your first language, right? I think so. Yeah, put it on there. Okay, we'll put that microphone. My wife normally wears that headset right there. I don't turn it up very up. She don't want to talk. So now I got you on. Revan Suggs, the cousin of third baseman Cam Suggs. And Revan's a Vol State pioneer. I got to broadcast his freshman year this past year. Rev, how you doing?
No, I'm doing pretty good.
Good. Here you're working and working out a little bit as that ball's lined into right field by Cason Hill. He's 2 for 3. So you're working out and working a little bit this summer?
Yeah, that's about it.
You and your brother Titus?
Yep.
Getting you making some money?
Trying to.
You're working for that competition right there, aren't you? It isn't ACS Home Builders. You're working for old Ben the Builder, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Where's he got you building houses right now?
Lights Chapel in Greenbrier, and that's about it. All he's got going right now.
Is that right? Swinging a foul tip into the mitt by Ryland Moses. Did you play any ball with Ryland Moses?
No, but
play against him?
No, actually, yes, I did. Senior year summer, got to play with him.
What team did you play for?
Exposure.
Okay. Moses, an outfielder, as the runner takes off. Pitch is a called strike, throw down, not handled again, and there's another century steal of second base by Cason Hill, the team leader in that category. That's his 16th bag swiped. But Moses now down in the count 0-2. So you guys are the same grade. You homeschooled, and he was a good pastor.
Yep.
He grew up in Greenbrier, and he grew up in Portland. Doug Rogers sent in I'll see if I can read that here after this at-bat. Tapper foul on a breaking pitch by Bingham. He's a two-way player, you're saying, Doug, on the chat lane. And Rogers, a two-way player at Briarcrest Christian. Won a state championship in baseball and basketball in the same year. Well, wow. That's pretty impressive. Ryland Moses, if he gets a third hit right here in the game, that'd be pretty impressive too. Should drive in Hill. And he's not going to do it on this at-bat. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. And there's the second out of the inning. It is the 6th strikeout for Bingham. Struck out 5 in the first 2. Did not strike out a batter in the one-run third. Now has 6, and it's Hudson Separulo time. Visiting with Revan Suggs. It's just like Kevin, but with an R. It's Revan. That's how I had to learn it. That's what I think your dad probably told me that. Just like Revan. Maybe your mom, Lori. They went to every game, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, they don't miss games.
They maybe missed one game last year.
I mean, you on the road, you see him down in Gadsden, Alabama. You see him at where else did I see him? I saw him at Union. We were at some kind of a – what were we playing? Something at Union, and they were there. Hill's going to, he's halfway to third and holds up, and the breaking pitch taken for a strike. I wonder if Separulo took that one thinking that Hill had the base stolen if he kept going, but looked like a hanger. Somebody got a yard card on Separulo here? Nope. He's taking off this time. No throw. And another century steal, this time of third base. And now a wild pitcher, a pass ball, or a balk will score and tie this game up. Rhythm trail by 1. Separulo 0 for 2.
Oh.
Lines that one out to left field, but that's where Carson Reed is located. And he's got a glove on the left hand, and he knows how to use it. Makes the catch for the final out of the 4th. Rhythm, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner was left on base. We're going to go ahead and keep it right here as we are visiting with Revan Suggs, the cousin. You're same age. You and Cam are the same age, right? So
same age.
He was at Auburn University, Montgomery last year, and is transferring.
Yeah.
Where's he transferring?
Vol State.
Vol State. He's not going to come here and try to think he's going to play shortstop, is he?
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Revan finished the year as basically the starter at shortstop. He was in a duel with a second-year sophomore. And Revan basically just beat him out with the stick. I don't remember your final numbers there. I know you started out at about 333 for a long time. Yeah. And then you ended up having a wrist injury, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a wrist injury, and then I started kind of struggling towards the end of the year. But it happens. Everybody goes in slumps. So
that's right.
Hopefully we'll change that this coming year.
You gained any weight?
I have. I've gained 10 pounds so far.
Really?
Yeah. I was at 160 starting the season, and now I'm at 170.
Okay. Your dad said you was trying to pack the protein in.
I'm trying my best, absolutely.
Okay.
Trying to.
If you're working out though, and you're in construction, that's a lot of calories you're burning right there.
It's honestly, so if I wasn't working, I'd probably be about 20 pounds heavier. But we're doing what we can.
Right. Swinging a hammer, hand on a saw, pushing a wheelbarrow. But no ball this summer at all. No. Neither you or Titus, who's your older brother's a rising senior at Maryville, the Scots.
Yes.
D3 school up in East Tennessee.
Yep.
And you guys are working out together. I saw his teammate Detweiler at Maryville. I saw him at the TBCA event at Vol State that I broadcasted those 6 games.
Oh, wow.
And he said he's coaching. Is he at Roan? Is he at Roan State back where he played?
I believe so.
Okay.
Last time I heard, I'm pretty sure he is.
Brett Haas to face Ryan Sweeney here in the top of the 5th, and Haas has to lean out of the way. Otherwise, he'd have been the third hittee by Ryan Sweeney today. Ryan, let's not put any more on. Let's just keep on cruising with outs. The hard-throwing right-hander delivers high again, ball 2. So, but big changes in the TCCAA and the coaching front this coming year. We're going to have 3 new coaches at least in the conference. Slider in there for a called strike. And Roan State's one of them. Oh. The Cam Hamsley, the coach over there at Roan State, has resigned, and his wife taking a job, I think, in Providence, Rhode Island. So he's wants to maintain his marriage. Providence, Rhode Island's not a short commute.
No, that's out there.
So Roan State's looking for a new coach. Well, actually, I think they have promoted Garrett Dalton, the assistant coach, is what I heard. Oh. Ground ball off the leg of Sweeney. He picks it up, throws to McLeod, who stretches and makes the play. Official score says a 1-1-3 is Sweeney. That's a kick save and a beaut is what that is right there, Ken. That is a kick save. Knocks it out to himself, and you're going to put a star by both of those, the 1 and the 3. McLeod got his Gumby leg out, stretched and made the play on the throw by Ryan Sweeney. Sparkling defense to keep Brett Haas off the base. And now Trey Dooley at the plate with one out and nobody on. He's 2 for 2. The recent commitment to Southern Illinois takes ball 1. So that's Cam Hamsley at Roan State, I think gives away to Garrett Dalton. Motlow State with a new coach, Brian Morris, the former Tullahoma High School head coach and a former Major League Baseball pitcher. And now Columbia State, Desi Ammons, is leaving to become an assistant coach at Lipscomb at Columbia State. So they're going to be looking for a new coach. Wow. Jim McGuire, hopefully, staying right there at Vol State. Popped up on the right side. Edmund McLeod looking up into the dark night, and he makes the catch right at the first base coach's box for out number 2. McLeod getting in some action here in the 5th. Of course, after this half inning, we'll have our ACS Home Builders Rhythm History Moment. Not to put it in the face of Ben the Builder employee Revan Suggs or anything, but I do appreciate Cam and Jessica Suggs and their generous donation to Full Count Rhythm Baseball and Full Count Missions. Brendan Mira 0 for 2 stands in. Incoming freshman to Wren Lake, the Warriors. He's a local product from right there in Paducah. Paducah Tillman High School. I believe they play their high school games at Brooks Stadium. Sweeney yet to deliver a strike. That one's in there for a called strike. All right, any of these players in the Ohio Valley League that you know, Revan? Have played with?
Actually, I've played with probably 4 of the guys from the Rhythm.
Who you got?
Shortstop, I played with him.
Played with Landon Rogers?
I played with Landon
a
while ago. I think it was like my sophomore year of high school. Second baseman, I played with him in the fall.
Kaysen Hill from Murfreesboro?
Yeah, I played with him in some fall with the Knights.
Ground ball, that's going to get into right field. Tate Dickinson will field that as Mira slaps a high pitch into right for a 2-out base hit. All right, Rogers, Hill.
Rylan Moses. Who else have I played with?
You didn't have any pitchers on that team?
Trent Miller. If you want to.
Well, you did. You did play with Trent Miller, didn't you?
Played with him quite a while.
At Vol State this past year.
Yeah. I don't think I've played with anybody else that I know of.
Trent 1 inning yesterday, and I'm not sure if he had a foot injury or foot issue, but he couldn't get comfortable on that mound up at Henderson yesterday. Did not allow a hit or a run, but did walk 3 in that game in the start yesterday, but ended up coming out for the second. I didn't see Trent. Did you see him tonight at all? Have you?
Yeah, he's down there.
Is he behind home plate?
Yeah, I think he's on the radar.
Right on the other side of the Chick-fil-A Rivergate sign, right behind home plate. Derek, 1 for 1. He's got a hit, and he's been hit. And he taps that one into the Rhythm dugout. Count goes 0-2. Revan Suggs is the guest on the microphone tonight since the director, Susan Reese, is not here. It's wide open, and we just needed to check to make sure the microphone actually worked, Rev. She doesn't like to talk on a broadcast. She just handles this right here.
Yeah.
And then sometimes she'll move a camera. This is who did that job for me? Oh, that was who's our left-handed pitcher that had the surgery? Dawson Sweetland.
Oh,
that's the correct answer.
Yeah,
he was my director for the spring primarily at Vol State.
You know, I gave it a try, and I just
Did you come up there and do it once?
I came up when I was injured, but I didn't get to do that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you did, and you definitely didn't want to get on that microphone.
No.
Aaron Higgins did that for a little bit, but then he quit on us.
Yep.
1-2 is spiked in the turf, blocked by Barrett Brown. You didn't ever play with Barrett Brown? I mean, you guys were practically neighbors.
Are we?
He's in Cottontown.
Oh.
You're in Greenbrier. He went to White House High School. Your brother went to Greenbrier High School, but you were too smart for Greenbrier. Your parents said, "Hey, we got a smart kid right here." Another one spiked, and they want to check first base umpire as time is called for some unknown reason. It didn't hit the batter, but time got called. We got a Full Count Ministries full count. Reb, you got to come up with the verse of the game. So just think about your favorite Bible verse. Joe Derrick.
Oh.
Cracks that one out to right center field. Moses on the run, and that's going to split the outfielders.
Wow.
And it's going to leave the yard. Joe Derrick gives his team a 2-run cushion.
That was a good swing. That was a really good swing.
I believe it's only the 12th home run of the year for the Paducah Chiefs.
Right fielder, number 34, Jack Robinson.
And the first home run given up by Ryan Sweeney this year. So Derrick on base all 3 times he's come to the plate. Both home runs today have gone out to right center. First pitch to Jack Robinson's in there for a called strike. He struck out twice. So 2-out rally by the Chiefs. They have scored 2 on back-to-back hits, a single by Mira and a 2-run home run by Joe Derrick. Rev, do you have any? Well, you have seen all this before. You've seen.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen me do all this.
Oh, I'm familiar with it.
Swing and a miss, and the hat trick for Jack Robinson as he has struck out 3 times. That's the 7th strikeout of the game for Ryan Sweeney, and I would expect that's his last pitch thrown in this game. 2 runs in the inning on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base.
2 hits, no errors.
We head to the bottom of the 5th, and, of course, it's ACS Home Builders time right here. Let's get you a little fun fact about the full count rhythm. I posed a question earlier, and there have been, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players, or 10 different times the full count rhythm hitters have hit 2 home runs in a game. All right, Ava. How many times has it happened here at Drakes Creek Field number 3? Out of the 10 times the full count rhythm players have hit multiple home runs, 2 home runs in a game, how many times has it happened right here? 5. That's a great guess. Let's count them up. Tyler Franks, back on this date, my daughter's 32nd birthday, July 14th, 2022, 4 years ago, Tyler Franks did it for the very first time. Former Kennesaw State 2-way player, 2 home runs in a 13-1 win against the Fulton Railroaders right here. And then 2 years later and almost 2 weeks later, Jacob Tobias did it. The only time it was done in 2024 was multiple home runs. Jacob Tobias, a current Lipscomb University player. Then John Paul Head last year did it twice. One, yes. Number 36, Aiden Key, a former teammate of Revan Suggs, is on the mound. Aiden Key, you're going to need to get down there, aren't you?
Uh-oh.
You got to go down and watch him.
That's crazy.
I'll tell you some more about Aiden Key here in a minute. John Paul Head did not do it at DC3, though. Tyler Franks, Jacob Tobias are the only 2 players. It's happened twice out of 10 times, Ava. So, sorry, no prize for you. No soup for you. And it's happened 4 times this year, all on the road, at Henderson and 3 times at Fulton. That Full Count Rhythm players have hit 2 home runs in a game. So that is your rhythm history lesson brought to you by ACS Home Builders. Thanks to Cam and Jessica Suggs, aunt and uncle, or uncle and aunt to our guest, Revan Suggs, who I won't keep him much longer here. His teammate at Vol State last year is on the mound. Aiden Key, 6'1", 200-pound left-hander from MBA. Not Mama's Boy. I better not say it. I never did clear our inning here. It's the bottom of the 5th. I was so excited to get to our ACS Home Builders moment as Edward McLeod sees the first pitch, and apparently it hits him. Home plate umpire has not made any
there he goes.
move. Now he finally sticks his hands up, and Aiden Key has hit a rhythm batter on the first pitch. Edward McLeod, who doubled his last time up, heading down to first base. And that'll bring up Barrett Brown, who's batting right-handed now.
Good pitch.
Takes a called strike. Aiden Key is a redshirt freshman. He pitched 4 games at Vol State, all in relief, only 3 1/3 innings, and had some control issues when he was in. Popped up, that'll get out of play. AAA autoglass foul ball. Son of John and Patty Key, brother to Josh, majoring in finance. He's from Nashville, Tennessee. And I'm not sure where he's headed. Do you know where I know he's leaving Vol.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Aiden Smith, who was his teammate for the Paducah Chiefs, is headed to Columbia State, he told me.
Oh.
0-2 pitch is high. So, but I thought somebody, well, actually, I don't remember if anybody told me if Aiden has made a decision yet.
Yeah.
But he was injured, I think, a decent amount last year, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He had some arm problems.
Tapper on the right side, it will roll foul. It kept getting fouler and fouler there, though, instead of fairer and fairer. There's Rylan Moses' little brother, the youngest of the Moseses. Sladen Moses is his name. Barrett Brown stays alive. Sacrifice fly in the first inning and walked. He's 0 for 0. Doesn't have an official at-bat yet. Runner at first, Edward McLeod. Got some speed for a big man. He's got a triple on the year. Key sails a fastball high and away. Got our Full Count Ministries versus You Were Saved by Julie Sweeney. You don't have to come up with one. There's a ground ball to second. Nice hop.
Oh.
Or the
safe
throw to first is not in time, but nice play by Maddox Cope on the hop. I thought it was going to get over his glove, but he made a nice adjustment with that glove and gets the lead runner. And now Brown is at first base. And Tate Dickinson comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Ava, he's 0 for 2. What does that mean? He is due. Appreciate you all joining us on a Tuesday night. Happy birthday, Cassidy Snapka. We'll hear from her a little bit later on in our, whoops, let's get that out up there. See, when I don't have my director, when I don't have that, this is the first that goes right here. Dickinson struck out in the first, grounded out in the third, and swings and misses. We dodging some rain. Were we okay, Ava, our meteorologist? Are we okay on rain tonight? Thought there was some rain supposed to be coming in at 8, but
yeah, I think
we didn't get it.
It's later. Yeah, it passed us.
Okay. Slider, nice stop by Joe Derrick. That's who the Joe is.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this, and we got That says Stephanie Moss. I thought it said Stephanie Moses. And I went, wait a minute. Ryland Moses? What Joe are they talking about?
Joe.
Let's go 3 balls and a strike now. Let's see if Joe has a home run other than the one tonight. According to Game Changer, ball 4, and Key walks Dickinson.
Oh, Cousins on deck.
Cam, he got up with the bases loaded and grounded out. Rev, what's up with that? Cam Suggs, your cousin Cam.
I know. What's crazy is I just hit with him not too long ago. So.
Well, how'd he hit?
He hit good.
I mean, he's a right-handed hitter. What do you got to show him? You're a left-handed hitter.
I don't know. He was hitting good, though. He's due.
Yeah, he is. He's 0 for 1 with a walk is what he is. Jay Fuller's at the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Takes a big sweeper from Key. Apparently outside or up. Ava lost her yard card on Jay Fuller last time. Could he do it the next at-bat? We haven't had a successful. That's out of here for sure, but it's the wrong way. A AAA autoglass foul ball. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. Joe Derrick, it's only his second game. According to Game Changer, doesn't mean it's accurate. Fastball upstairs. Let's see if what Game Changer says about Mr. Key's performance. 7 appearances prior to this one, 9 innings. He's given up 7 hits, 6 runs that were earned, walked 13, struck out 13. And he's got a 2-ball, 2-strike count to Fuller. Can't use the ERA that's on Game Changer for Paducah. If there's anybody listening, has any pull with their scorekeeping, they figure their ERA on 7 innings. That's girls softball. Okay, we got to figure it on 9 innings. That's baseball. Okay, that's college baseball. That's professional baseball. For some reason, Paducah and Fulton are the only 2 teams in the Ohio Valley League that are still computing their ERA on 7. That is a foul ball off the knob of the bat.
Oh.
Jay Fuller tried to get out of the way of that pitch. If it doesn't hit the knob.
I thought it hit his elbow guard.
Well, is that what they're saying, or he just dropped the bat and?
Or I think he's trying to sell it right here. I don't know. I thought it hit his elbow guard. I didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's got an elbow guard, does he?
He
got an elbow guard?
Yeah, he does. Well, he's a left-hander, so he got.
Yeah, that's right. I'm looking at the wrong one. Josh Carmen coming out, have a conversation with Paul Johnson, the home plate umpire, and now we're going to get a meeting of the minds.
Wow.
We got 3 umpires going to come together, see if they can figure out.
I will say.
Let's see if I can go back and
look at it.
See that.
That's the replay. Yeah, it hit him in the elbow guard, didn't it?
Well, you can't see it on the replay, but I thought the sound to
the sound
me
of it did
sound like the knob of the bat.
It
That's
did.
why I said that. But
it did.
I tell you what, if it hit him in the elbow, he didn't sell it right away.
he didn't.
He needs to go to better acting class.
Yeah. He's got to have better acting than that.
Yeah. Let's see if Jay's been plunked. He needs to practice that with tennis balls or something. Fuller's been hit once. Rhythm been hit 54 times coming into today's action.
Golly.
See how many times the Paducah had been hit 49 coming in, but Ryan Sweeney plunked them twice. All right, after Tanner Allison, Luis Maldonado, and Paul Johnson get together, there's no change.
Nope.
1 out, 2 on, and a full count.
Aiden Key is a nightmare for lefty hitters. It's pretty intimidating. He's got that three-quarters.
He got all arms and legs.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
That one's going to sail. And
Uh-oh.
ball 4. Ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie. There you go. It's like, who do I root for? Do I root for my former teammate or do I root for my cousin?
What, are you kind of be kidding me?
No.
There's no question here.
Obviously going for a cousin.
Got to go with Cam Suggs right here.
Yeah, he's due.
Cam's grounded out. Second time he's come to the plate with the bases loaded. Swings at the first offering.
I got a yard card.
Rev's got a yard card.
I'm putting it on him. I have to.
Get that runner on third.
Oh. Is this base loaded again?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, Cam.
Only had one of them this year. Had one last year on the very last game of the year, the championship game. Full Count Rhythm defeated Fulton Railroaders.
Oh.
And there's a hit by pitch. You keep your yard card.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you keep it.
Oh.
Because
he got hit.
You can't. Yeah, you can't.
You can't.
You can't hit a home run if they're throwing at you. Second hit batter of the inning. We're going to have a visit to the mound. I didn't see anybody loosening earlier, but there is, I see a head down in the bullpen. Let's get you Johnny Bingham's numbers here according to our game changer here that we know is accurate, or at least normally it is. Ken Stegall, our official scorer. Johnny Bingham, 4 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 of those are earned. He walked 3, struck out 6, did give up a home run, and did not plunk a batter. He faced 21. And now Landon Rogers, former teammate of Rev Suggs, who's visiting with us here. We won't keep Rev past this half inning. We'll have to go to a commercial. We got to make some money here, you know. Rogers, the number 9 hole hitter, looks at a pitch. It goes to the backstop, trying to score, and getting in there successfully is Tate Dickinson. That wild pitch scores another run. And everybody else moves up 90 feet. So that takes the grand slam possibility away. Rogers, there's a throw down to third. Joe Derrick about helped the Rhythm out with a throw down to third, but it was caught by Brendan Mira. 2 balls and no strikes to Rogers, who's 0 for 2. We know what that means. Swing and a miss. Infield drawn in here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Jeez. That's different.
Swing and a miss. Key, if he can get in that strike zone, he can miss some bats.
Yeah, he's good.
Every pitch he throws moves, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. A lot.
That pitch sails high. And a full count, Ministries full count with Case and Hill, the leadoff batter, waiting in the on-deck area. Took something off of that one, looked like. Foul tipped into the mitt for a strikeout. I would have thought he would have reared back and thrown that, but Key gets the strikeout. That's out number 2, his first strikeout. Now Case and Hill has a chance to tie the game or give the Rhythm a lead. Hit a solo home run in the first, singled in the 4th. Oh, wow. He's 2 for 3.
I missed that home run.
Yeah, it's the he's now tied for the OVL lead in home runs with 7.
Dang. Oh.
And he gets plunked in the ribs. Or did he?
Oh. See, that's how you sell it right there.
Yeah.
That's how you sell it.
I mean, you got to get down on the ground. You got to turn World Cup soccer player. Although he wants to hit. He fouls that one off the end of the bat. Count goes 2 balls and a strike. He actually doesn't want to get hit.
Yeah.
Joe Derrick is from Nashville. Went to Father Ryan. You know, I have zero information on Joe Derrick other than that he's going to or he's at Wren Lake. Came to play early July. So many rainouts is why he doesn't have a lot of official at-bats. Appreciate that intel.
Oh.
That's hit out the left center field. Did Kaysen Hill do it again? Over's Carson Reed, and he can't make the catch. The ball is in
he's fast.
the field of play. Kaysen Hill head first slide into third base with a 2-run triple. The man's now a double away from the first ever cycle for the full count rhythm. 2-run triple.
Wow. That's impressive.
That's a little Debbie double plus an extra snack cake. The Rhythm take the lead. RBIs second and third, and I thought he got him one out to left center field, and I think Kaysen Hill might have thought it was going. Well, I looked at him to see.
Pimped it a little bit.
Yeah.
Still got a triple, though.
And now left-handed hitter, another throw down to third, and they've
No.
got him. Joe Derrick has just thrown Kaysen Hill out, so a pickoff of Hill ends the inning. You can't say a whole lot right there. I mean, unless, hey, I got my hand underneath the tag, but the umpire says you're out. That's a pickoff for the third out. 4 runs. There was my crooked inning. It was in the bottom of the 5th, not the bottom of the 2nd. There was 1 hit in the inning. That's the 2-run triple by Kaysen Hill. A couple of hit batters, a couple of walks that came in to score. All 4 runs are earned. 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. We are through 5, and it is 7-6. Revin, thank you, buddy, for coming up. We'll let you go.
I appreciate it.
Revin Suggs, the cousin of Cam Suggs. Go down there and see if you can get Cam going on. All right, we'll be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
This is a Hendersonville Firefighters Association call to the bullpen for your full.
At the Hendersonville Firefighters Association, IAFF Local 3460, we believe our mission goes beyond the firehouse. It's about serving people, strengthening our community, and sharing hope. That's why we're proud to support Full Count Ministries and their dedication to developing athletes, building character, and spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ. Whether on the field or in the community, we stand united in sharing the good news and making a lasting impact. Hendersonville Firefighters Association, Local 3460, proudly supporting Full Count Ministries. Go Rhythm.
This is Andrew Snapka. You are listening to Full Count Rhythm Baseball with my father-in-law, Tim Reese, on the Full Count Sports Network. Booyah!
Yeah! Okay.
Booyah! Booyah! I want to get a little spice of them. I gotta get off. I mean, I'm getting.
I love that bumper. Every time I hear it, I smile. That's my daughter in the background laughing. She's the one who did the recording. She did 3 recordings that night. My grandson, Reese Snapka, my granddaughter, Sloan Snapka. And then her husband, Andrew, got in on the mix, and he just wanted to show that he'd been listening all night long. And so he threw that one down, and the whole family enjoyed it. Happy birthday, Rosebud. 32 years old today, my middle daughter. We have a Hendersonville Firefighter Association call to the bullpen. Zane Brown now out of the pen in relief of Ryan Sweeney, who goes 5 innings. Zane's 6'4", 195 pounds, rising senior at Belmont University. He is the older brother to the catcher, Barrett Brown, who's catching 2 balls and no strikes as Carson Reed is at the plate. To begin the top of the 6th, the Rhythm have retaken the lead, 7-6. That's a bat flying off the screen and a swing and a miss. Ryder Blanchard will pick up the bat and toss it back to Carson Reed. Zane, also the son of Brian and Ashley Brown. Got a younger sister, Maura. Grandy and Nan there in Madisonville, Kentucky. Probably listening in on the broadcast. Papa and Mimi in Hendersonville. Zane on for his 4th appearance of the year. It's his 2nd in relief. He drives a fastball in there for a called strike to get us to a Full Count Ministries full count. Mimi's watching. She's in Paris, Tennessee. She is a loyal supporter of the Full Count Rhythm broadcast. Fouled straight back. Carson Reed's over 2. Fly out and a strikeout. Zane's got 13 innings in his 3 previous appearances. Given up 13 hits, but only 2 runs, which are earned. Walked 1, struck out 16. He has a 2-0 record and 1 save, a 1.38 ERA. Grounded 2/3. Cam Suggs with 2 hops, gloves. Throws down low, and it's going to take a great play by McLeod, and he does. He digs it out to retire Carson Reed. Put another star on a play by Edward McLeod at first base. He is picking it. Suggs probably threw that one down in the turf on purpose. But he gave Edward a little bit of a short hop there, and Edward dug that one out like a boss. Number 9 hitter Jackson Supsky. He grounds one foul toward the Rhythm on deck area. He struck out in his last at bat. Was hit by a pitch and scored in the 3rd. Rhythm have scored in 3 of the 5 innings that they've come to the plate. Paducah 2 of the 5 as they bat here in the top of the 6th. Brown to Brown. It's a called strike. Thanks to Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. I believe they're providing the meal tonight. Give me a spicy chicken sandwich. Jack Smith did not answer the question of what his favorite Little Debbie snack cake is. That's fouled back this way. Heads up. Oh, it didn't get up here. Ava, save the camera equipment. You got to say. Nutty Bar? You mean Nutty Buddy? I don't know what a Nutty Bar is. I don't think so. Ground ball right back to Zane. He gloves it and underhands it right to Edward. Edward says, thank you very much for an easy play. 2 ground outs. And we're back to the top of the order. Javon Andrews is 1 for 2. Nutty Bar. I'm going to check that on my list that Eddie Smith sent me. Pretty sure it's not on there. They've made a change to the name. Honey Buns used to be called Nutty Bars. Come on, Ken. Honey Buns, oatmeal cream pie, cosmic brownie, Nutty Buddies, zebra cake, strawberry rolls. Zebra rolls, pecan twirls. There's that outside corner we've been looking for. 0-2. Fudge rounds. That was my kid's favorite, or at least my wife's favorite to buy when they were young. Star Crunch, powdered donuts, chocolate donuts, fancy cakes, fancy chocolate cakes. These are all Little Debbie snacks. Provided by RES Distributing. Birthday cakes, unicorn cakes, Sunbelt bars. There are no Nutty Bars. Okay. You got on the Googler. All right, Eddie, I need to know this stuff. We need to know the history. That's over to Kaysen. Is that Kaysen Hill still out there at second base? He does a 360 move right there to retire Javon Andrews. He doesn't look like he's running all that well. Make sure that is still Kaysen Hill.
In the top of the sixth, no runs, no hits, no errors.
1-2-3 inning for Zane Brown. That's the first of the night for Rhythm pitching. And Rhythm will try to add some Country Financial Zach Williams insurance runs when we return the Full Count Broadcast Network.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Safeware is there when response is critical, assisting in the classroom as you shape the future of America, helping you build roadways and infrastructure for tomorrow. With protective solutions, innovative technology, and leading technical services, Safeware works tirelessly to provide our nation's workforce with confidence in their safety. Before, during, and after, Safeware is there.
Bottom of the sixth we go. It's a 9-inning ball game. Or at least that's what it's scheduled.
Leading it off in the bottom of the sixth, the center fielder.
Rylan Moses, who was at the plate when Kaysen Hill was picked off at third base, will step back in there. He's 2 for 3. Almost as rare, I think, as multiple home runs is 4 hit or more games by batters. That pitch missed right down the middle of the plate, looked like, for ball one. In Rhythm history, we've only had 1 5-hit game. And that's by our host home, Dad, Drew Robertson. Who's staying in the host home with Drew Robertson? Do you know who that is, Ava? I don't remember. Ball and a strike to the left-handed hitting Moses. He pops that one out to shallow center field. Andrews coming on, and can he make the catch? He apparently can, and then he back flips it to Maddox Cope, a sliding lid lost catch. Put a star by that one for Javon Andrews for out number 1. He just robbed Moses of a third hit. And now Hudson Separulo at the plate. He's 0 for 3. Went 0 for 3 in yesterday's game as well. He's looking for a hit. He tried to go the opposite way and fouls it into his own dugout. Ryder Blanchard is standing right there at that front corner. I wonder if he's keeping a game changer down there. He's got something in his hand. Swing and a miss. Key having a much better start to this inning than he did in his first inning of relief. He plunked Edward McLeod with the first pitch that he delivered. And Edward McLeod's on deck. That's a reach out and pop up. Let's see who's going to make that catch. That's a Vol State pitcher right there, folks. Yesterday at Henderson, the pitcher ran away from it. Vol State pitcher, he says, I got it. Jim McGuire teaches his pitchers, hey, if you can't catch a pop-up, you don't need to be on the field. And Aiden Key learned, and that's what he was in there to do, was to face the first 2 batters who were left-handed. And a successful 2/3 in the 6th. We'll have a pitching change. We'll take a quick break on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Feeling tight, stiff, and not quite yourself? Then it might be time to go see the professionals at Absolute Wellness. Located at 101 Tennessee Way, Suite 100 here in Hendersonville, Absolute Wellness can get you back on track with their numerous services like chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, spinal decompression. Call Absolute Wellness at 615-264-8515 today to get in on some great offers. That's Absolute Wellness. Your road to absolute wellness starts here.
Compliant with code. If you're a facility manager or building owner, you've heard the term plenty of times. At Corson Fire and Security, we work to keep buildings compliant with the most demanding code of all, our own. We've been protecting people and property since before most of today's codes were even written. And what we've learned along the way makes us the best choice to partner with for the future. Corson Fire and Security, celebrating 70 years. Learn more at corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
New pitcher on for the Paducah Chiefs, right-hander Evan Dilworth. He's a hometown product, Paducah, Kentucky. Attends Shawnee Community College, 6'3", 225 pounds. On in relief of Aiden Key, who pitches to 9 batters. He plunked 2 of them. They only allowed 1 hit, 4 runs. They were earned. And right now, the pitcher of record to pick up the loss if the Chiefs cannot come back and tie the game. He's going to face Edward McLeod, who's 1 for 2. Johnny Bingham started the game, went 4 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, walked 3, struck out 6, faced 21 batters. And Edward McLeod will step to the plate with 2 out and nobody on. Big Edward, a Sanford Bulldog, 6'3", 230 pounds. Son of Ed and Katie McLeod, brother to Harris. First pitch he sees is a breaking pitch. Swings and misses. Is today Don Bandy's birthday? I didn't know if it was today or yesterday. Chief of Police of Gallatin. His son Noah going to be attending Vol State as a right-handed pitcher in the fall, playing for the Gallatin Long Hunters in the new Volunteer League, in the Players League over there at Gallatin, David Alexander Field. Saw him. He threw out the first pitch of the game that I went to. That's a breaking pitch that got it inside a little bit to McLeod. He could reach that one. 0-2 count remains. On deck, Barrett Brown, the catcher. Edwards got grandparents in Mobile, Alabama. He calls them B and Cookie. He has another set in Baton Rouge. He calls them Papa and Mimi. He's staying in the host home of Doug and Rebecca Dorn and the rest of the Dorhorns. Ava, our clock operator, she's one of those DeHorns, along with her older sister, Vanessa, and that irritating young brother, James. I mean, is he the worst, Ava? No? Pretty good as a, what is he, 8-year-old? How old is the kid? 8. He's 8. It's pretty good for an 8-year-old, isn't he? 2-2 count to McLeod. A slow breaking pitch swung on and missed. And a 1-2-3 inning for the Paducah Chiefs pitchers. That is the first time that they have accomplished that feat. 3 up, 3 down, as we are 2/3 of the way through this 9-inning contest. 7-6, full count leads. Let's take a break. Let's hear about, what do we want to hear about?
Feeling tight, stiff, and not quite yourself? Then it might be time to go see the professionals at Absolute Wellness. Located at 101 Tennessee Way, Suite 100 here in Hendersonville, Absolute Wellness can get you back on track with their numerous services like chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, spinal decompression. Call Absolute Wellness at 615-264-8515 today to get in on some great offers. That's Absolute Wellness. Your road to absolute wellness starts here. We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Tim Reese, along with the rest of the rhythm section up in the press box. Ken Stegall, our official scorer. Professional public address announcer, Chris Freeman. Ava Dorn, she's young, but she does a pretty good job on that scoreboard. Even while she's doing homework on her phone and she's got her earbuds in. And are you FaceTiming a boyfriend or something like that in England? Not doing that, are you? Because we're working here, okay? We're working. My wife, the director of the broadcast, is not here, though, tonight. She is handling Sloan Snapka, our 4.5-year-old granddaughter, who stayed back when her mom and other siblings came up this past weekend. Zane Brown delivers the first pitch in the 7th to Maddox Cope, and it's a little bit up. Cope 1 for 2, singled in the first. It's a ground ball. Two-hopper to Landon Rogers. A little trouble getting it out of his glove, but finally does and throws over to Edward McLeod for out number 1.
The DH, number 24.
Second time that Cope has grounded out to Rogers at short. Some commercials you just can't get out of your head, you know. I'm telling you, I've been very impressed with Landon Rogers defensively at shortstop. Tall, rangy shortstop. Chopper into the rhythm dugout, and who's that making a play right there on the one hop? Somebody right at the corner. That's Nick Krupp, your first base coach, assistant general manager. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. Zane Brown came on in relief in the 6th inning, and he's gotten 4 groundouts. Brett Haas at the plate, he's 0 for 3. Fouls that one straight back. Count remains 0-2. Haas has been a very good player for the Paducah Chiefs. I believe he's in his 2nd year with Paducah. Sometimes plays some third base. He's DHing tonight, and he swings through a slider and a Corson fire and security strikeout. First of the game for Brown. And now Trey Dooley comes to the plate. Dooley is 2 for 3. Singled in the first, an infield single. An RBI double in the 3rd. Popped out to first baseman in foul territory in the 5th, batting for the 4th time here in the 7th inning. He's the cleanup hitter for the Chiefs. And another slider and another swing and a miss. Noah hadn't started pitching yet for Vol State. Swinging a foul ball down the right field line. It'll get out of play. You're saying the Chief Bandy is 60 years old now? You better watch it. Old Bill Sorrells is deputy chief right on his heels. 0-2. Fouled back. Count remains 0-2. Zane Brown is delivering strikes. Oh, where's Sladen at? The head coach has got to come out and bring baseballs. Sladen down for a nap? Come on, Slade Dog, what are we doing? You're standing right there. He was hydration. It's a hydration timeout for the young man. Who's your pick tomorrow? I think tomorrow's a World Cup. Ava, who you got? England or Argentina? Argentina, you going Argentina? 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss and a Corson. Fire and security strikeout ends the inning. Couple of 1-2-3s for Zane Brown. He's a Belmont Bruin. Atta boy. If you can't do anything else, go be you. It is stretch time. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's a little bit of Johnny Cash because we're going to get rhythm. See if we can get some Country Financial. Zach Williams Insurance runs in the bottom of the 7th. Let's take a break and we'll be right back.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Tim Reese on the Full Count Broadcast Network. Henderson Flash leading the Fulton Railroaders 12-9 through 7 innings. Gunnar Waldrop has reached the 7-home run mark. He and his teammate Tyler Reinhardt and now Kaysen Hill have 7 home runs and lead the Ohio Valley League. Evan Dilworth back out for the bottom of the 7th, facing Barrett Brown, Tate Dickinson, and Jay Fuller. That's 5, 6, and 7 in the rhythm lineup. And they're due. There's not been a hit by 5 through 9 batters in Full Count, but they've scored 4 runs. They've been walked and plunked. Barrett Brown's driven in a run with a sac fly. You can bet your sweet Bippy he's not going to do it here. Hey, if there's nobody on base, you can't hit a sac fly with nobody on base, okay? And not only are they not on base, they're not on third. First year that Ava's seen baseball, she doesn't really know the game that well. But her favorite team is the Cincinnati Reds, which I appreciate. Favorite player is Ellie De La Cruz. She loves Ellie De La Cruz. Tapper at the plate. That's a foul ball. Good call there by the home plate umpire, because I could see it all the way 120 feet back behind home plate. Uh-oh. The Paducah Chiefs bus lights just came on out in left center field. Are they thinking that Full Count is going to score 9 runs here in the bottom of the 7th and walk this one off? It can happen. The Rhythm have scored 9 in an inning this year. It was at Henderson. I know you want to know. It was in the top of the 9th. They were leading 7-3. Won 16-3. Or thereabouts. Ball 4, and Brown reaches first. Second time he's walked. First walk given up by Dilworth. Tate Dickinson's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Come on, Bayou boy. It's time to get on the stick. Mama's saying, get a hit. Mash one from Monique. Barrett Brown lifted up like there was a balk or something. First pitch is apparently high and or inside for ball one. Tate does not have a long ball this year. Rhythm have 39 on the season. I believe they were tied with the Flash. The Flash have hit 3 tonight. We want to say down at first base, did he go? And Tanner Allison says he did go. 2 balls and a strike. Throw gets away from Dilworth. But there's Maddox Cope. He was ready. So Henderson had 40 home runs coming into tonight's action. I thought they were tied. Now they got 43. That's grounded to first. A backhanded, not made. And Dooley retrieves the ball and will step on first. Tate Dickinson tried to get in with a head-first slide, but he was a little late. So a 3 unassisted retires Dickinson. And a Country Financial Zach Williams insurance run. Standing in scoring position now as Jay Fuller comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He's walked twice. Thought he was hit by a pitch once, but it was a foul ball. Then he walked, facing his 3rd pitcher of the night. Southern University commit. He grounds one hard to Dooley. He gloves this one easily. Will step on the bag. Another 3 unassisted. And now with 2 outs, there's a runner at 3rd. Now, Ava, you might think, okay, there's a runner at 3rd. We got a sack fly situation, but we don't because there's 2 outs. Are you writing any of this down, Ava? Cam Suggs at the plate, the brother cousin to Revin Suggs, looks at a pitch in the left-handed batter's box for a called strike. Don't tell Chief Bandy that you told me how old he is. Cam can't hold on the breaking pitch. It looked like it was coming for his face. He's down in the count 0-2. 0 for 1. He's walked once and been hit by a pitch. And he was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded, so that picks up an RBI. But right now he's going to take a base hit to get an RBI, get a Country Financial Zach Williams run. And that might do it. It is up the middle, gloved on the second base side by the shortstop Supski, and he throws to first. Got Suggs by a step for the final out. So the leadoff walk gets all the way to 3rd, but the Rhythm can't push across. That insurance run brought to you by Country Financial, the Zach Williams Insurance Agency located in Hendersonville, the former play-by-play man for the Full Count Broadcast Network. We're through 7 innings. If we're going to get an insurance run, it's going to happen in the 8th, and to do that, you're going to have to keep them scoreless in the top half of the 8th. Take a break. Be back shortly.
At the Hendersonville Firefighters Association, IAFF Local 3460, we believe our mission goes beyond the firehouse. It's about serving people, strengthening our community, and sharing hope. That's why we're proud to support Full Count Ministries and their dedication to developing athletes, building character, and spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ. Whether on the field or in the community, we stand united in sharing the good news and making a lasting impact. Hendersonville Firefighters Association, Local 3460, proudly supporting Full Count Ministries. Go Rhythm!
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high-quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Hendersonville Firefighters Association called to the bullpen for full count. Another right-hander. We go from B to V. Another right-hander. This is Peyton Vaught from Trevecca. 6'2", 205-pound right-hander. He's a sophomore, was redshirted this past year. From Amelia, Virginia. Formerly played at VMI as a cadet. Then transferred last year. Robert and Carrie Vaught, his parents. Got sister Anna, brother Jack, and a papa and a nanny in Lynchburg, Virginia. He is on for the 8th inning to face 5, 6, and 7 in the Paducah Chief lineup. Zane Brown, 6 up, 6 down in his 2 innings. Strikes out 2. Did not allow a base runner in relief of Ryan Sweeney. Sweeney faced 25 batters. Went 5 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs. They were earned, walked 1, struck out 7, and did plunk 2 batters. He didn't mean to, but he did. But Sweeney actually is in line for the win. Gone 5 innings, and his club scored 4 in the bottom of the 5th to take the 7-6 lead. Peyton Vaught, if he can finish it out without allowing the game to become tied or worse, then he'd pick up a save. Mira 1 for 3, the only left-handed batter in the lineup. Swings at a first pitch and fouls that one off the screen and over the top of the Rhythm dugout. Singled with 2 outs in the 5th, and that allowed Joe Derrick to come to the plate. He delivered a 2-run home run in the top of the 5th. That was the first home run given up by Ryan Sweeney. Is now 2 pitches in. We've got Mr. wearing a small hat out there. I talked to him after the game the other night. I said, Peyton, what size hat you wearing? He opened it up, looked at it, and said, it's a small. I said, you ain't got a small head. You need to get a new hat. And it falls off again. That's a flare in the left field. That's going to be down for a base hit. Mira is 2 for 4. That is the definition of a flare. A duck snort. A bloop. What else you got, Ava? Pop fly. There you go. A Texas leaguer. I'm kind of partial to duck snort, honestly. Joe Derrick at the plate. He's 2 for 2. The hat falls off again. It's the last time I'm going to say it. You can see it. Peyton knew about it after the game. He said, I heard you kept talking about my hat and I needed some bobby pins. Whatever it takes to hold that hat on your head, boss. Distracting. Fastball at the letters for a called strike. I believe that was his first home run of the year, Joe Derrick. Information we got online here is that he's from Nashville, went to Father Ryan High School. The Father Ryan, what are they? What is their just Irish? Is that what it is? Fighting Irish? Located in Nashville, I think on Franklin Road. Between Nashville and Brentwood. 2-1. Spiked, and that's going to get by, and runner's going to get to second base. Just Irish. Well, last time I talked to him, said he was an English major. There's a ground ball to the left side. Cam Suggs gloves. Looks the runner back, and his throw is up the line, and Edward McLeod, playing good defense all game long, makes the catch and the tag for out number 1.
Right fielder, number 34, Jack Robinson.
And Mira has to stay at second base. Jack Robinson at the plate. He's had a nightmare of a ball game at the plate. The right fielder is 0 for 3. 3 strikeouts. Bought last year for full count. 13 games, 1 start. He had a 1-0 record. Couple of saves and 24-plus innings of work. That's lined off the screen. Struck out 29 batters at a 2.55 ERA. Got injured, I believe, this last fall and did not pitch in the spring after transferring from VMI to Trevecca. Trevecca, if you're not familiar, is a Division II school located in Nashville. Formerly an NAIA foe of Belmont and Lipscomb. As the runner at second had a running lead, not a walking lead. He had a running lead and stopped. And the pitch to Jack Robinson in there for a called strike. It's 0-2. Vaught would love to get a strikeout. Peyton's third appearance of the year for full count. 2 in the third innings, giving up 4 hits, 2 runs, and he appears to be not concerned at all with the runner at second. I don't think he even looked back, did he? Two runs, 2 of those 2 are earned. Walked 2, struck out a batter. Looking to put up a 0 here in the top of the 8th to preserve the possible victory for Ryan Sweeney. Jack Robinson is going to see his teammate slide into third base with a steal. I didn't think he had a chance, and the throw down there was a pretty good shot, but runner moves to third on the stolen base. Yeah, Vaught didn't look like he was paying attention at all to Mira at second base. Now with 1 out, the infield drawn in. 2-ball, 2-strike count from Vaught. That's sliced foul down the first base line. On deck is Carson Reed. Or he should be. I think that's him. It is. Aiden DeFrance is not sitting down there any longer. That is off the handle. Jam shot out to right field. Would have been caught by Cason Hill, the second baseman, if he was playing regular depth, but we are all tied up. 7-7. We got a football score here as Jack Robinson fights off the slider from Peyton Vaught. Gets an RBI duck snort. Now Carson Reed at the plate with a runner at first. Swing and a miss on the fastball. So now the Rhythm won't be hunting Country Financial Zach Williams insurance runs. They'll be hunting for the lead in the 8th. Paducah and the Rhythm battling in a 3 versus 4 matchup. The only way we could face Paducah would be in a championship game. As it sits right now, Henderson Flash in first place. They would play the winner of the 4 versus 5 matchup, which right now, well, it'd be Paducah and either Fulton or Madisonville. That breaking pitch stays inside, a ball and 2 strikes. The Flash now lead 14-9. Did the Madisonville game finish? Swing and a miss, and a Corson strikeout is out number 2.
Shortstop, number 5, Jackson.
Hoppers defeated the Madisonville Miners tonight, 9-5. It was tied 5-5 until the 7th, and Hoptown scored 1 in the top of the 7th, 2 in the top of the 8th, 1 more in the top of the 9th to defeat Madisonville at Elmer Kelly Stadium. That's why Aiden DeFrance is no longer sitting at the table. It's raining. It's coming down pretty good out there now. Matter of fact. Hey, rain out, we win after 7 innings. Runner from first takes off. The pitch is spiked, and that'll be a stolen base. Ball 1, Ava. Second steal of the inning. Jackson Supsky 0 for 2. As a runner in scoring position right now, the go-ahead run. It had to rain a whole lot for us not to finish this game. And I don't think that's in the forecast. If we only had somebody who could look that up. Previously, the only stoppages that we've had here has been lightning delays. We've got a lightning detector here in the park. You'll hear a sound out there. That breaking pitch sails right across the plate for a called strike. Supsky was bailing. Brendan Mira with a little flare hit out to left field. Wild pitch moved him to second. He stole third and scored on another little jam shot pop-up that just landed in the grass with the infield drawn in off the bat of Jack Robinson. And that tied the game up here in the top of the 8th. So if you were listening to Aiden DeFrance previously, the Paducah Chief broadcaster, welcome to the broadcast. Fouled off the screen. We'll have a full count, Ministries full count. Every full count here on Rhythm Games was a full count, Ministry full count. We'd thank Julie Sweeney, who's sent in our full count Ministries verses of the game. Again. And again, not looking back at second at all. The pitch is spiked, but Brown able to smother it, and that's ball 4. Not sure why Barrett Brown is not at least telling Peyton Vaught, hey, look back at second every once in a while. You got to give me some help. First walk of the innings, put runners now at first and second, top of the lineup. Javon Andrews, 1 for 3. Stands in. Javon's a Hoosier. Hobart, Indiana. Swings to the first pitch and fouls that one off of Barrett Brown. There's Slay Dog. Slade and Moses out to get that one quickly. And Brown recovering from the bruise. Is that a flash of lightning? Or is that me seeing floaters? 0-1, swing and a miss. And Vaught gets ahead as Andrews chases one out of the zone. Vaught has the sign, and now he looks back at second and delivers. Swing and a miss, and a Corson. Fire and security strikeout ends the inning. Faces 6, strikes out 2, gives up 2 hits, and together they wouldn't get 300 feet out away from the plate, but hit them where they ain't. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. We're going to head to the bottom of the 8th. All tied up, 7-7. Rhythm need a run. And then they can add on with some Country Financial Zach Williams Insurance runs.
This is Reese Snapper. You are listening to Full Count Rhythm Baseball with my grandpa, Tim Reese, on the Full Count Sports Network.
Reese Snapka on the bumper there. He is attending the Mississippi State Bulldogs baseball camp this week down in Starkville, Mississippi. That's the home of Nora Sills. Grand Nora to Tyler Sills and his siblings, the mother of Dr. Alan Sills, who's on the Full Count Ministries board of directors, the head NFL doctor. Tyler Sills, a former rhythm player and coach, and Grand Nora was a regular Facebook poster living down in Starkville, Mississippi, one of the sweetest people you ever know. Piano player, plays the organ. I've visited with her a couple times down in Starkville as I visit the Snapkas, my daughter, and her family in Caledonia, Mississippi. Had an occasion to get to Starkville a couple times and took Grand Nora out to lunch. She might be on her way to 91 years old. I haven't checked in on Grand Nora in a while, but she was one of our very first regulars as a grandparent on our broadcasts, along with Nana from Naperville. It's Drew Robertson's grandmother on his maternal side. And now we've got Mimi in Paris. We've got Grandma in Belle Chase. Fran, what are you known as? If you're still listening in, I've got to remember who you're attached to. Landon Rogers, number 9 hole hitter, will face the new pitcher. Jet Long is the new pitcher. Did we finally get a wave to let us know that we got a new pitcher? And Rogers nearly plunked with the first pitch. He's 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts and a line out. It is time right now, Landon Rogers. Slow breaking pitch, and I think Joe Derrick was thrown off on that one. He might have been expecting the 1 ball. The umpire looked like he flinched, and Joe Derrick definitely was not expecting the slow breaking pitch. Faux show. Rogers playing in his 15th game, came in hitting .240. Strikeouts actually down. He's got a couple in this game, but He only struck out 6 times in 50. What do we got? 52 plate appearances. He's thrown 2, and that's off the handle there. And it's going to drop, and nobody's getting that one. And there's an infield single for Landon Rogers. I'll match your little flare with a little fister about 50 feet away in the Bermuda Triangle. That is the pitcher, the shortstop, and the third baseman. A lead-off single. The Rhythm are well on their way to taking the lead. Kaysen Hill at the plate. 3 for 4. He's got a homer. He's got a single. He's got a triple. What does he need to get the first cycle in Rhythm history? He needs a Little Debbie double, says Ava. She's not too poor to pay attention. She's learning a lot about baseball up here in the press box. She's a softball player. Hill almost hit by an inside fastball as Jet Long is all over the map. That's not going to get out in the outfield for a double. Not that you have to get it out of the infield, but it's usually best. Not a whole lot of them, but you've seen them. I know you have. It is 7th home run. We now have 3 players in the Ohio Valley League with 7. Gunnar Waldrop's hit 2 the last time I checked for the Henderson Flash. He now has 7. His teammate Tyler Reinhardt had 7 last time I checked. And Kaysen Hill hit his 7th, leading off the game in the bottom of the first. The 3-1 is sails high, and he's not going to get a double on this at-bat. It is a walk, and the first 2 have reached.
Center fielder, number 10, Ryland Moses.
Jet Long from the U.S. Sports Academy. His hometown is Midland, Texas, 6 foot, 195-pound sophomore. And that brings up Ryland Moses, who's 2 for 4. Moses squares around the bunt, but the pitch is up. I'm pretty sure that if he's bunting on his own, because Full Count Rhythm does not have signs. Unless Josh Carmen talked to him before he got to the plate. But he's squaring, and he looked like he did attempt and then tried to pull it off by pulling the bat back after the attempt. But home plate umpire Paul Johnson wasn't having any of that. Moses, that would have been ball 2. Good way to move him over is go ahead and take a walk. Singled in his first 2 plate appearances, struck out and flew out to center. Nearly got his 3rd hit, but Javon Andrews made a sliding catch to take that bloop single away from Moses. Ryland now has tied Gabe Jenkins with the team lead in hits with 33. Kaysen Hill has 32. Moses squares around the bunt and pulls it with him down the first base line, but it will roll foul and getting fouler more and more. And that's now a 2-2 count. Moses, that's one of those you're trying to get the runners over, but you're also trying to get a hit. That's not giving yourself up there. He's trying to drag a bunt, and I'm not disagreeing with it. Was it Garfield or somebody used to say, I resemble that remark. That's how I used to do a sack bunt, especially if it was the first strike. This happened to have been the second. But if it's a call from the coach and he says sack, then you better get it down. This one, I'm sure was not a called sacrifice bunt. Full Count Ministries, full count. Hudson Separulo is on deck. Jet Long steps off the back of the mound. Let's see if that stops the timer. Long's going to now circle the rubber. Yeah. We've had a balk earlier. Johnny Bingham thought that he had stopped the timer, and Moses is going to go down looking on that slider on the outside corner. Tough pitch to take right there with 2 strikes. Jet Long gets the strikeout. First out of the inning. Hudson Separulo steps to the plate, and he is due. 0 for 4, popped out to the pitcher in his last at-bat. I'm going to go yard card here. Pretty sure Separulo's not going to be trying to lay down a bunt. And I'm going to go yard card for Hudson. It's been a minute since he's hit one out as they pitch him away. And that's where I'd pitch him. Thanks to Julie Sweeney. She sent in our Full Count Ministries verses of the game. We'll get to those after this half inning. And another breaking pitch on the outside corner as Jet Long has all of a sudden found a strike zone. Gave up an infield single to Landon Rogers, then walked Cason Hill. Struck out Rylan Moses on a full count pitch, and now ahead to Separulo 0-2. Might need to go opposite way right here. And he gets that one over the head of the shortstop into center field. The wave is on. Here comes Rogers. Throw back to second base and nearly caught Cason Hill napping. But that's an RBI single. I lose my yard card, but it is a go-ahead run-scoring single. Reach out and poke that one. That's Separulo just covering the plate, and the Rhythm retake the lead. Hill at second base as Rogers comes in to score. And now Edward McLeod at the plate. Go ahead and put a big old hurting on it, Edward. That's all of our yard cards up here tonight. I believe we've all used our yard cards. You have one out there in radio YouTube land. Not radio, it's YouTube. It's off the handle there. And Jet Long again ahead of the batter 0-2. Hills at second, Separulo at first with the go-ahead single. Separulo picks up his 19th RBI. That's second on the club. Runner from second takes off, pitches bounced foul. Hill will have to go back to third. Second. He's already got 2 century steals. Stole second and third in the 4th inning. He now is 17 of 19. Not sure if Gunnar Waldrop has any steals at Fulton tonight. Cason Hill working at second. And McLeod gets plunked for the second time, and the bases are loaded. It's an arm side run fastball there that got in on McLeod. Barrett Brown looks at ball one. Outside. There's one out in the inning, 1 run in. The bases are loaded. Barrett Brown has a sacrifice fly on the night. Could he get something out of the infield here as a breaking pitch sails across the plate? Cason Hill down there at third base is staying close to home this time. He's already been picked off once down there at third by Joe Derrick. Shame on you if you get picked off twice. That ball's well head out to right field, but right at Jack Robinson, he collects. And the throw to the plate is cut off. That's another sacrifice fly. And a Country Financial Zach Williams insurance run for the Full Count Rhythm. Barrett put a charge into it. It just happened to be right at the right fielder. And that's out number 2. Well, the Rhythm lead 9-7 here in the bottom of the 8th. Now it's up to Tate Dickinson to see if Full Count can push across any more. Country Financial Zach Williams insurance runs. There's one in scoring position. Hudson Separulo's at second base. But if you just go ahead and take one out of the yard, Tate, maybe over toward that left center field wall where the Paducah Chiefs bus is warmed up, got his lights on. We can see it in the press box. They can't see it down on the field. Just in case the Paducah Chief bus driver is listening. Who's got a yard card right here? Somebody's got a yard card. Now, is it for Separulo or was it for or is it Tate Dickinson? You got to tell me who the yard card's for. I just now saw your YouTube chat. And if you were smart, you should say Dickinson. And I bet you're pretty smart. We're going to go yard card for Tate Dickinson for you right now. We're just going to go ahead and say that. Dickinson's 0 for 3. And he's not going to get a home run here. And he slams the bat down. He is unhappy. Bases are loaded again. Second hit batter of the inning. And that music can only be the sweet sounds of Jay Fuller. And we're going to have a pitching change. With the bases loaded and 2 outs. We'll take a break. Tell you about the new pitcher when we return on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Feeling tight, stiff, and not quite yourself? Then it might be time to go see the professionals at Absolute Wellness. Located at 101 Tennessee Way, Suite 100 here in Hendersonville, Absolute Wellness can get you back on track with their numerous services like chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, spinal decompression. Call Absolute Wellness at 615-264-8515 today to get in on some great offers. That's Absolute Wellness. Your road to absolute wellness starts here.
Compliant with code. If you're a facility manager or building owner, you've heard the term plenty of times. At Corson Fire and Security, we work to keep buildings compliant with the most demanding code of all, our own. We've been protecting people and property since before most of today's codes were even written. And what we've learned along the way makes us the best choice to partner with for the future. Corson Fire and Security, celebrating 70 years. Learn more at corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
The DH is now the pitcher for the Chiefs. Brett Haas. Have to check to see how much action he's had on the mound here in just a minute. Still trying to get final numbers on 2 previous pitchers. So Jet Long goes 2/3 of an inning, gives up 2 hits, 2 runs to this point, but all runners on base are his responsibility. 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He plunked 2 batters, faced 7. Brett Haas. They're killing the DH. Did you get that as well? Okay. Which is the only way, I guess, that Brett Haas can come into pitch. As he pitches here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And let's see what kind of statistical accomplishments Haas has on the mound. According to Game Changer. This is his second appearance. Spicy Chick-fil-A from Rivergate coming my way. He has 1 inning. He's faced 3 batters. And the first pitch he delivers to Jay Fuller in there for a called strike. Northeast, is that right? Northeast Mississippi Community College. Pitching from the stretch. 2 outs. Jay Fuller at the plate. Swing and a miss, and he's down in the count 0-2. Breaking pitch by Brett Haas. Bases are loaded. 2 outs, 2 runs in the inning. Foul tipped in and out of the glove. Derek cannot squeeze it. So you're going to roll your yard card over to Jay Fuller, I'm guessing. This is a new pitcher. Oh, no. He's thrown 3 pitches. Fuller walked twice. He struck out and grounded out. Jay playing in his 17th game, came in hitting .229, looking for that 12th hit of the year. An even dozen, that's what we're looking for. A foul ball, AAA Autoglass foul ball. Count remains 1-2. He's got 2 doubles, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. Looking for his first hit of the game, other than Landon Rogers' infield single leading off this inning. Bottom 5 have not collected a hit. Fouls that one off. Who we got? Caroline? No. Oh, had to turn all the way around. Not Caroline. That young lady is not married. Kennedy Carmen. 1-2 pitch. Another foul off the bat of Jay Fuller. Hard-working Carmen family. She's driving now. She's got a permit. Be careful out on the road. Got her little Jeep. Can't hide money in the Carmen family. 1-2. Sails high. Haas. Now 2 balls, 2 strike count. Who is he? I need a mirror. There's Mama Carmen. I mean, delivering the water. Another breaking pitch upstairs. Speaking of hard working, Brooke Carmen, the hardest working person in the Full Count Ministry. She's the administrator. She pays everybody. That's why everybody well, that's not the only reason. Full Count Ministries, Full Count, ball 4. And a Country Financial Zach Williams insurance run comes in to score. 10-7. Fuller draws his 3rd walk of the night. It was down in the count, 0-2, fouled off several pitches. Excellent at bat, and now Cam Suggs at the plate. As Chris Freeman has said, his 3rd time to come to the plate with bases loaded. Swings and misses. His cousin Revan joined me earlier on the broadcast. They'll be teammates at Vol State. He's the 9th batter to come to the plate. Fastball misses outside. We got a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Suggs reached base twice. He's walked and been hit by a pitch. He has a bases-loaded walk. Pops that one up out of play at AAA Autoglass. Foul ball, thanks to Dylan Doris and the Doris family for their support of Full Count Ministry, Full Count Rhythm Baseball, of the Tim and Susan Reese family, all of the above. We've had windshields repaired. We've had shower glass put in by AAA. Swing and a miss, and Haas gets the strikeout to end the inning. 9 come to the plate, 3 cross meaningfully to take the lead thanks to Country Financial. Zach Williams. 3 runs on 2 hits. No errors, 3 runners left on base. We head to the 9th. The Rhythm lead 10-7. See if he can nail it down here in the top of the 9th. We'll be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Corson Fire and Security first opened for business in 1946. From the very beginning, we understood something important. We're not just protecting buildings. We're protecting the dreams that built them. We're protecting the lives unfolding inside them. Fire extinguishers, sprinkler systems, and security products are the tools of our trade, but people are the inspiration behind it. For 7 decades, we've never forgotten that. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Tim Reese back for the top of the 9th inning. We have a Hendersonville Firefighters Association call to the bullpen. In for a save opportunity is Corbin Craver. 2 C's. Corbin with a C, Craver with a C. He is on to face 2, 3, and 4 in the Paducah Chief lineup. Craver, a redshirt freshman at Walter State Community College up in Morristown, Tennessee. 5'9", 165 pounds. He's from Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Green Hill High School's where he prepped. He's a special education major, the son of Christopher and Stephanie Craver, brother to Hudson. Grandpa and Nana in Orlando, Florida. Grandpa and Grammy are in Dunlap, Tennessee. And he is on for his 9th appearance, all in relief. 13 in the 3rd innings. Giving up 5 hits, 4 runs, only 3 of those earned. Has walked 11, but has struck out 22 batters. Has plunked 2. Nearly plunked Cope there, but he didn't. Does not have a save. Rhythm have 4 saves on the year. Jim Douthit has a couple of those. And pitchers who are no longer on the club have 2 more. That's a called strike. This is a save opportunity for Mr. Craver. Mild-mannered left-hander who delivers with some punch. That's AAA Autoglass foul ball off to the right side. Count remains 1-2. Cope was 1 for 3. He's grounded out twice to the shortstop. He laid down a sac bunt in the 3rd and singled in the 1st. So now when the score is 10-7, popped up on the right side, McLeod over, but it will get out of plays. Sladen Moses comes out with some new pearls. Seven runs, 9 hits for the Chiefs, and a Corson Fire and Security strikeout as Barrett Brown throws a rainbow down to third base following the strikeout. That's the 12th strikeout by Rhythm pitching tonight. Ryan Sweeney had 7. Zane Brown and Peyton Vaught each with 2. Now Corbin Craver gets in the fun. Brett Haas, the now pitcher, stands in. First pitch he sees is down low. Haas is 0 for 4. But then again, pitchers can't hit, right? But he was a DH before that. If he gets a hit here, then he's going to say pitchers can hit. Craver misses with the first 2. Rhythm will be on the road tomorrow, a doubleheader at Madisonville. It'll be 2 7-inning contests. I do plan on traveling up to Madisonville. I'm not sure what time first pitch is. A swing and a miss on the breaker. Let's see if I can find that out. Craver comes back with a couple of strikes. I think Paducah is taking on Fulton tomorrow in a doubleheader. That's a line down the left field line, just past the outstretched glove of Cam Suggs. But Haas is going to stay at first base as Jay Fuller gets to that one quickly.
First baseman number 40, Trey Dooley.
Pitchers can hit, says Brett Haas. Now Trey Dooley, who's playing her? Ava's playing a double play card. Okay, good call. I'm gonna go with you. A game-ending double play off the bat of Trey Dooley. Fastball downstairs. Next home game is Friday night. We'll be off on Thursday. Not sure what the weather is supposed to be looking like. Shows there's a ground ball to second, could be two. Cason Hill has to wait back, and the slow toss will negate the possibility of the double play. Ball not hit hard enough really to turn. But that is now out number 2. So Dooley reaches on the fielder's choice, and the Rhythm are an out away from winning their 18th game of the year. And the only second time to defeat Paducah in 6 tries. They're 1-4 coming in tonight. Brendan Mira been trouble the last 2 times he's come to the plate. Looks at ball 1 outside. He's singled and scored in the 5th, singled and scored in the 8th. 2 for 4. 5 o'clock start time, according to the Ohio Valley League website. Right down the can for ball 2. Where is that missing? Seven-inning contest, and then about 30 minutes after game 1, I believe, is when game 2 will start. There's the makeup. Called strike outside corner. Lefty on lefty matchup here with Corbin Craver and Brandon Mira. So, wow, that is different. I'm looking out there on the scoreboard now. Slider catches the inside corner as Mira's backing away. 7 runs, 10 hits for Paducah. 10 runs, 7 hits for the Rhythm. I got 8 hits for us. Swing and a miss, and this game belongs to the Rhythm. A game that takes 3 hours and 15 minutes to conclude. The Rhythm get the victory. 10 runs, 8 hits. A Corson Fire and Security strikeout to end the ball game. As the rice is cooking and the Rhythm get their second victory over the Chiefs. Ava, are you gone? Okay, hey, fine job again on the clock, okay? Terrific job. Winning pitcher is Peyton Vaught. He gets his first win of the year. Corbin Craver picks up his first save. Losing pitcher is Jet Long. I don't know his record, but full count moves to 18-14 on the season. Paducah falls to 12-17 on the season. Our Chick-fil-A Rivergate player of the game will come right after the full count Ministries verses of the game in the book of Psalms, chapter 62, verse 5 through 8, says Julie Sweeney. It says, yes, my soul, find rest in God. My hope comes from him. Truly, he is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will not be shaken. My salvation and my honor depend on God. He is my mighty rock, my refuge. Trust in him at all times, you people. Pour out your hearts to him, for God is our refuge. Our Full Count Ministries verses of the game provided by Julie Sweeney. As this game has gone final, let's get that on there. Again, Susan Reese normally is the one to do that. Rhythm get the victory 10-7 over the Paducah Chiefs. Let's see. I'm going to think we might be looking at Kaysen Hill, who was a double away from the cycle tonight. 3 for 4, scored twice, drove in 3, reached 4 out of the 5 times he came to the plate, walked, and scored in the 8th. Kaysen Hill, again, a Chick-fil-A of Rivergate player of the game. Rhythm back in action, doubleheader tomorrow against Madisonville, who, let's see what, I think Madisonville fell to Hoptown tonight. That game was 9-5 Hoptown. Henderson Flash defeated the Fulton Railroaders, and Full Count took care of the Paducah Chiefs. So the top 3 teams in the league defeated the bottom 3 teams. And so there's still no change in 5 and 6. I'm not sure how they're going to break the tiebreaker if they should stay tied. Let me see if – I don't think they play each other in the final week. I've got that information here. Well, I say I have that. I don't. Let's see if I can find it right here. Fulton Railroaders will not face Madisonville this week. Fulton will take on Paducah twice, Henderson twice, and Hoptown twice. Full Count plays Paducah one more time, plays Henderson one more time, and Madisonville twice tomorrow, and that's the final game. So 4 more games in the regular season. Saturday night at Paducah is the final, and then the playoffs will start on Monday. Full Count will host a first-round tournament game here on Monday. And the question is, do they play the Madisonville Miners or the Fulton Railroaders? It'll depend on who finishes in 6th place. Thanks to all those who send in a YouTube chat or an email. Let me check my emails here to make sure I didn't get one more. Ed Sweeney sent one in early, letting me know that Julie was here at the ballpark. I assume Ed was here as well. Ryan Sweeney, 5 innings. He struggled a bit on the mound, but he'll be back and ready to go come playoff time for sure. Corbin Craver gets his first save. Does give up a single, but does not allow a run. Strikes out 2 to end the ball game. For Josh Carmen, the general manager and head coach, this is Tim Reese. For the rest of the rhythm section, Ken Stegall, Chris Freeman, and Ava Dorn saying so long for now. We'll be back on the air tomorrow. I'll be all by myself in the Madisonville stands tomorrow night. Maybe Ron Wilson will be there, big Madisonville supporter. Maybe Barrett Brown's grandparents up there. Is Jay Myers just now checking in right at the end as the Rhythm get their 10-7 victory. Helen Brown says, good game, Full Count Rhythm. We'll play Yard Card again tomorrow. Come on back and enjoy another Full Count Rhythm baseball game. You've been watching Full Count Rhythm Baseball on the Full Count Broadcast Network. God bless you and good night, everybody.
This has been another Full Count Rhythm Baseball game presented by Full Count Ministries and Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We'll see you next time right here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.